Okay, we're up, everybody. How's it going? Welcome to Tabletop Treasure Hunters, Session 3 for the Goldbloods. Welcome, everybody. I'm going to go over some introduction stuff here really quick. We'll go over the players, we'll go over some logistics, and then we'll jump right into it. So, this is Tabletop Treasure Hunters. It is a homebrewed campaign where we have two guilds competing against one another. First of all, the Goldbloods, who we have with us here tonight, and then we also have another guild called the League of the Hunt, who played last week and will play next week. Now, Tabletop Treasure Hunters is being run using the Pathfinder 2nd Edition role-playing system, which is provided by Paizo, a wonderful gaming company. So the game system we're using, as well as this map you're seeing right now, and many of the locations, characters, deities that might come up are from Pathfinder 2nd Edition. So thank you, Paizo, for a wonderful game. Now let's go ahead and introduce our players, starting with Reichland and just going around the table.
Hello, I'm Jason, and I play a cleric of Nethys. It's an interesting deity. He's a deity of duality, both of destruction and protection. And in this case, he usually heals people, doesn't harm a lot of things, but if he does harm them, well, watch out.
Love it. All right, keep it going.
My name is Alex. I play Sapisto, the Leshy Bard. He's basically a little potted plant who left his pot a long time ago in search of adventure. And he found his home with the Goldbloods and loves making gold, even though he really doesn't know how to spend it or what to spend it on.
Love it. All right.
Hi, I'm Dalton. I play Zarias, the Lizard Folk sorcerer monk. He set out to go and make some stories of his own, and so far he's been doing pretty good at it.
I'm Tane. I am playing Regina, the 83-year-old barbarian, and she's been divorced multiple times and is just looking for a good time.
Lovely. I'm Chase. Go by Wholesome Dad Gamer Online. This is my streaming channel. I am the DM for this campaign, so I'm going to be running the world, the NPCs, the good and the bad. And yeah, that's us. So welcome everybody. And without further ado, let's go into the stream, starting with, first of all, preparations. So I don't know if you guys caught this last week, but I started it with the session last week. We're going to do preparation before every mission, which is going to involve, you guys need to tell me if you're leaving any of your items behind, how much gold you're going to be carrying on your person, and what spells you're preparing if it is applicable to you. Now with the gold, if you're bringing, say, 10 gold pieces, you can say you have any denomination of change. I just need to know the total that you have on your person. So let's go ahead. We'll give Jason a break of going first. We'll start with you, Tane. Give me Regina's preparations.
So I have my cane. I'm wearing a really nice tiara, a big flowy pink dress with a 10-foot train, and high heels. I have a purse filled with cat food and about 3 gold.
3 gold on your person. Awesome.
I have magic missile that I can cast once a day, and then a couple cantrips.
Nice. And are you leaving any notable items behind for this mission?
No.
Okay, awesome.
Because I don't really have anything.
Very good. All right, what about you, Zarias?
I'm going to be wearing my hand wraps which have a striking rune in them, so I'm going to be, what's the word? Infusing those or whatever it is.
Right. Investing.
I
believe that's the term. Mm-hmm.
Otherwise, I'm going to be taking everything with me. I'll describe my outfit too, just because I'm wearing pretty practical looking kind of monk style clothes, ready for any kind of combat.
Very good. And how much gold are you going to have on your person?
I'll take about 3 gold with me too.
Okay, 3 gold. And now you're not a prepared caster, but just go ahead and rapid fire me what spells you have at your disposal. You can leave out cantrips.
Sure. So spells, I've got Mage Armor, I've got Magic Missile, which as of this week is now my signature spell for level 1.
Very good spell.
I've got Shocking Grasp, True Strike, Flaming Sphere, which is my level 2 signature spell. I've got Mirror Image, Resist Energy, Acid Arrow, whole bunch of heightened spells, Fireball, which is my level 3 signature spell.
Oh, we got fireballs going now. Okay.
Heck yes.
You frighten me.
I also have Lightning Bolts and Haste.
All right, we got huge DPS prepared. Nice.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. What about you, Sapisto?
So Pisto is taking everything with him in his inventory. He just has kind of gotten used to carrying it around, so he doesn't ever not carry it around.
Good.
I think including like his version of rope, which is just like a little more heavy duty twine, but he feels like it's sturdy rope. And his new instrument that he hasn't really stopped playing because he loves it so much. He got a new maestro instrument and he's been strumming it lovingly.
Lovely instrument.
My spells are, for level 1, I've got Color Spray, Magic Weapon, Soothe, and Summon Fey and True Strike. And then I have, for level 2, Dispel Magic, Invisibility, a Heightened Soothe, and Knock. And then for my level 3, I have Haste and Slow.
Wonderful. Got the level 3 spells on you as well. Everybody's level 5 this week, by the way, viewers.
Yeah.
Awesome. Okay, and how much gold are you carrying on your person?
I'm gonna carry 5 gold.
Okay.
And Regina, when you walk around, Sapisto is going to lay down on your train and stare up at the beautiful blue sky and play his instrument, a little tune. I don't know if you've noticed that he does that, but he does it quite often.
That's wonderful.
Just sort of kind of like 2-3 feet behind, he just sort of lays there and like strums. He's dressed like a Three Musketeer, but like his pantaloons are just vibrantly purple petals that when he like runs, they sort of flap like a skirt, but then they settle and look like pants again.
Lovely.
And he has the hat. Yep. And that's Sapisto.
Beautiful image. Thank you. All right, Reiklin.
Okay, so Reiklin hasn't prepared too much for this. He's got a slightly better outfit that he can wear over the top of his armor and whatnot, but he's pretty much bringing everything along the way. He tries to be efficient about his equipment and whatnot, but he always thinks to himself, there might be a reason that I need this, and so he just packs everything with himself.
Very good. And how much coin?
Let's see. I heard 3. I heard 5. How much do we have even left in our coffers? We're kind of low right now.
That's a good point. You guys, you know what? We can check this. We have a lovely way set up to check this.
Mm-hmm. All right. So according to this, we got 9.
Now you guys made one last minute change, so you actually have. You guys have 24.
Okay.
And currently 12 of it's being occupied.
12 of it?
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
11 of it.
Okay. All right.
Right.
Reiklin is going to go on the cheap this time, and he's going to bring 5 silver worth of small change.
5 silver?
5 silver. Yep.
Okay.
Half a gold.
And yes, it was 11 gold. Thank you for correcting my math, Alex. It's difficult to do math.
It is. Why am I majoring in it?
Because you're crazy. Hey, that's why we have you on the stream, to make sure we get the math right.
Add up the gold right or I quit.
All right. And we have 2 more floating hero points sitting, by the way. Hero or villain points, you know. Guess we'll have to see. Okay, very cool. So, and Reiklin, you are a prepared caster, so go ahead and rapid fire me off those spells you got prepared for. Oh, you already did, right?
Not really. No, I didn't. Not for this session.
Yeah, go for it.
It's hard to I just want to say hard to prepare spells for a festival when you know that you're an adventurer and likely harm is going to come your way anyway. So for my cantrips, I've prepared Daze. It's one of my favorites. Detect Magic, Forbidding Ward, Guidance, Message, and No Direction.
Good.
4, 5, 6. Oh, I get one more. Let's put the last one on Sigil. Guess I better read what that one does. Okay. For my level 1s, I have a Bless, a Command, and a Sanctuary. For level 2, I have Calm Emotions. It's one of my favorites. I have Sound Burst, and I have Fairy Fire. And then because I have gained 3rd level spells, I have access to them. I have my font. I get 4 spells of healing at that level, which is really cool. And I've also brought along 2 copies of Heroism because it sounds like a really good spell.
It is a very good spell. This is true. Okay. Wonderful, wonderful. So that is preparations. So let's jump right into it now. You guys can see on this map here, this is where your festival will be located at in Magnamar, which is in the region of Varisia, which is kind of far from home for you guys. So you guys have already heard from Callum Windhelm, your fearless leader, that he will be joining you to attend to the festival. He will not be participating, but he just wants to come watch. And also that he set up teleportation travel for you guys. Now, have any of your characters traveled by teleportation before, do you think?
Nope.
Yes.
I don't think mine has.
I doubt it.
Regina's enjoyed the higher, finer things of life and traveled by teleport. To everybody else, this will be a new experience. Now, I feel obligated to mention, for no particular reason whatsoever, but just a quick recap. Last session, you guys helped out a hermit named Rizeki. You recovered some odd reagents for her. You guys successfully completed the job. You had to flee from a big, scary Hydra. And Sapisto partook of a seemingly pointless brew.
No reason, huh?
No reason.
No reason at all.
So if anybody missed that session, maybe check it out just for fun.
I call a lie a bold-faced lie.
You
DM,
fail
can
your
you
sense
please
motive.
roll me an insight check?
I actually think we need a bluff check right there.
It succeeds. Surprise. All right. So yeah, let's go ahead and hop right into it. You guys spoke with Callum. Now your guild support for this week, we roll for that. Every week you guys get a guild support. You guys got another free scout of, was it Master Tier?
Master Tier, yep.
Master Tier Scout. So you guys probably saw Henrietta training him up just like the last gentleman. He didn't work out. He tried to rob you guys. It was messy. He's no more. The scout that helped you guys last time that Henrietta was training, the pirate.
Oh, yes.
Not you guys personally, but the Goldbloods. This is news to you as of just now.
Yeah, I was going to say, he tried to what?
Yeah, what?
Who caught him? And
Callum's
what was
like,
the
don't worry,
punishment?
I took care of it. Don't worry about it. We've got a festival to attend. All right, so you guys do have a guild sorcerer who is going to teleport you here. So we're going to start off as you guys are teleporting to this festival in Magnamar. So this is pretty odd sensation being teleported. You guys feel like you blink. You feel kind of this flutter in your chest and energy swirl around you. And as you open your eyes, you guys are in Magnamar, this big bustling city. Except for Sapisto, you are not. You kind of black out a little bit. So you guys arrive here. As you do, you guys are all in a nice, neat group, just like you were, including Sapisto. But Sapisto is kind of looking around, a little bit confused. He kind of looks down his legs. He pulls up his flower pants and kind of flutters them a little bit. Then he's going to sit down on the ground and bring his leg up and start scratching his neck and just kind of look up at you guys. Which one is this? Which one is this?
Oh no!
Before I noticed that,
Riker!
it's like,
Zarta!
oh, right, that was awesome.
What?
What's wrong with Sapisto?
Reminds me of my trip with my 43rd husband.
Going up to Zarias and whispering in his ear, is this a normal oddity for this one?
What are we whispering about? Oh, and Dustbringer. Hello.
Is that Rizeki?
Yes, it's Rezeki. Who else would it be?
Greetings, Rizeki. Great to see you again, love.
Why are you here?
You're all taller than I remembered. Why do I look like a shriveled portal shroom?
Well, do you remember our wee little friend that was with us last you saw us?
Yes.
Well, you're kind of inside of that one's body.
Oh, it's this one. Okay, this makes sense now. Where are we? This looks nice. There's people just kind of walking by. It's a bustling city, very large, very nice. People are kind of turning and looking at you guys a little bit confused. Callum's scratching his head. Am I supposed to know what's happening here?
This is all news to us, sir. It would appear that the one Rezeki that we did a job for previously is now occupying the body of our compatriot.
It's a little bit more complicated than that, but I wouldn't expect you to understand. I
Quite
think
an
he's still
interesting twist in
alive.
this particular tapestry.
Sorry?
This tale just got quite twisty with your presence.
I don't think so.
So
Well then, I'm
is
hitching
this
a ride. Let's continue. What are we doing today?
What do you mean you're hitching a ride?
On your friend.
Why?
Like a horse. For fun.
Where is our friend then?
I don't know. I think he's okay.
Have you ever done this before?
She's going to pull out the rapier and look at it. He has a pointy stick. She's going to turn to like a random passerby. On guard, you fiend! And they're going to kind of like look alarmed, and she's going to laugh. just kidding.
She's gonna get me arrested.
This is new. There is
gonna get
some
us all
guards nearby
arrested.
that kind of step forward and then kind of like look a little confused and step back, but they're watching kind of close.
Oi, Rezeki, could you do us a favor and put that away?
Yes. She just keeps holding it.
Interesting. My question for you, Rezeki, is this some kind of an effect that you can trigger at your own will?
I don't remember. What did I put in the concoction?
There was the mushroom that would blink and
The
disappear.
portal shroom, yes.
Aye.
The one in which I look like now.
Correct. And then
Oi.
there was the frill of the blue lizard, the giant lizard.
Oh,
Oh,
yes,
she
I
just
wear,
wore that.
I wear that as a dress now. It's lovely.
Right. So that had no effect on it then.
Oh, it did. I
Okay,
don't
good.
know what, but it did.
Right. Then there was the white pine cone from the top of that giant tree.
Tasty. Tasty those are.
I understand. And then finally there was the blue bunny. That what did you do with the blue bunny anyway?
She tossed it over her shoulder.
I took good care of it.
Right. Okay.
Guys, it's
So
wide-eyed and
all
nods.
of these effects, you've done this before.
I don't know. Have I? We've been friends for a long time, yes, Riker?
Right.
I can't be held accountable to remember these things.
Very well then.
Zarta, keep me in check and make sure I remember everything, will you? Oh,
Will
your
you-
friend is coming back now. I'll be back later. Bring me back in something fun next time. Maybe I can poke something with this stick, yes? Oh, and I lost my... And she's going to cut off. Sapisto, you're going to finish your teleport. To you, it just kind of felt like, there's a strange teleport. You're here. You don't know anything odd happened.
So we noticed the countenance change.
Kind of spaces out for a second and cuts off mid-sentence. And yeah, now it's Sapisto here.
Waving hand in front of Sapisto's face. Sapisto, is that you now?
Does the teleportation make you draw your weapon?
No, but being
Callum
possessed.
laughs.
But being possessed by a cat person that we previously encountered probably does. Do you remember
I'm gonna look at Callum. Cat person?
No.
You didn't look like a cat.
It turns out you're tied to Rezeki. Something about the teleportation made that trigger.
Oh, is that hermit you guys helped out?
You mean
Aye.
the crazy cat lady?
I set up the job.
Yep, that's what we can ascertain so far.
Oh no. I drank the water, didn't I?
Yes.
Sure did.
Sacre bleu.
Well, don't despair too much, my little friend. Perhaps this could be a good thing for us, right? Perhaps in the moment of need, we might get some useful information from a rather absent-minded alchemist.
I suppose that's fair.
Though we will miss your presence if this has to occur on a regular basis.
In the meantime, we might want to look for a way to reverse this.
Why is there hair in my mouth?
You weren't licking
that's
yourself.
eerie. Well, we'll have you checked out after the festival. I mean, are you okay? Do we need to disrupt the festivities?
No. Don't disrupt any festivities on my account.
Good man.
I'm just possessed by a crazy cat lady. No problemo.
Nothing a Goldblood hasn't experienced before. He's going to pat you on the shoulder pretty roughly.
I've seen it before in others, but I've never experienced it personally.
Sometimes it's a cat, sometimes it's a demon. It works itself out. Don't worry too much about it.
Yeah, the spirits, they're quite particular to it.
Either way, we'll be here for you, Sapisto.
Thank you.
Well, let's go get you all paid. And then we will... I'll let you enjoy the festival while things get set up. We need to go meet Leestead. He's the one who's running this festival. He'll give you your initial coin. He'll explain what's happening, waivers, all the legal bits, all right?
Sounds good.
All right, follow me. So he's going to bring you guys to kind of just an office building near the center of town. Inside there will be a very handsome-looking halfling gentleman, slicked back blonde hair, sharp features. And he'll kind of stand up and greet you guys as you walk in. The Goldbloods! I'm so happy you all could make it.
Greetings.
Are you listed?
Leestead, yes.
Oh, Leestead, of
Pleased
course.
to meet your acquaintance.
Sorry, the Varisian tongue is a little hard to pronounce.
I get that. Now you must be Reiklin, yes?
That I am.
Pleased to meet you. And this one here points down Sapisto. Must be Sapisto.
Indeed.
I hear your lyrics and your voice are things to be marveled at.
Yes, much like your face. You are incredibly beautiful.
Well, thanks. I appreciate the compliment.
I will bow.
Go ahead and make a roll me a diplomacy.
Okay. I will do that, or do you do that?
No, you can go ahead and roll this one. And Zarias, the lizard folk, I imagine. Can't imagine it's this one here. This
bow and says, "Pleasure to make your acquaintance, sir."
Likewise, polite bunch you. And this striking beauty here has to be Regina.
Oh, why, thank you. Yes.
I believe I've had the pleasure of attending one of your taverns once a while ago.
Well, we hope to have you again one day.
Absolutely. And you can roll a diplomacy as well if you want, Zarias.
Diplomacy.
All right.
I'll even give you a free drink next time.
All right. I do like the sound of that. Well,
just in case she actually remembers.
yes. I mean, she doesn't look a day over 20, so I'm sure there will be no problems there.
Wow, look at our diplomacies.
We rock.
Go ahead, Regina, you can roll one for the free drink. Oh my goodness. Diplomacy's off the chain.
Loves us.
He's just like beaming. He looks like he's about ready to clap. I'm so excited we were able to get you guys here. Now,
for the people at home, that was a 29, a 28, and a 25.
yes.
Yeah.
All very high numbers. Great.
Here we go, wasting all of our good rolls at the beginning.
Yeah, I was going to say,
I know.
and in the next 20 minutes, we're going to have failed every competition.
Now, you all familiar with how this little shindig works? It's a bit far from home, so I doubt you've attended one in the past, unless you're, big travelers.
Is this a specific kind of festival?
It's just a tradition here in Magnamar. We have one like it every year. Invite some celebrities, do some games with you all. Now, you're going to be registering as a team, I imagine, yes? Callum will kind of answer for you as well.
This we shall be doing, yes.
Yes, they will. Very good. So every year we have team members of 4. That's we've invited 4 of you, and 1 game per each of you. We have a game pertaining to feats of the mind, feats of strength, taking on an obstacle course, and then we have a duel facing off against one of the other members. Now, there is some standard dangers, of course, dangerous sports and whatnot, but I'm sure that's no trouble for Goldbloods. We have excellent healers on standby. We haven't lost somebody to one of these for years. Y'all still in?
Of course, always.
Good.
I'm always up for an adventure.
Very good. We have some waivers to sign, so I'll get those out to you once I know who's doing what. So a little bit about the team you're going to be going up against. We pair off teams against teams, but then whoever has the highest score at the end of the evening from all 4 teams that we have here will be earning themselves a very nicely crafted set of ruined armor. So that's the prize to keep it on. Try to win your games, but win them well, and you might end up winning that armor.
That sounds grandiose.
Indeed, we have a wonderful smith here in town. So who's going to be taking on the mind, the feat of the mind?
Well, would these be more puzzles or logic?
That's for me to know and you to not. All you know is it's going to test your mind. So bring the smart one to this one.
Right then. Could you allow us to confer for just a moment?
Oh yes, of course. We need somebody to take on the smarts. We need somebody to take on the strength. We need your best duelist, and then somebody who wants to handle a fun little obstacle course. Also with its a little bit of dangers, but they're mild. I wouldn't worry too much about it.
And each of us must participate in only one of these, correct?
1 each.
Right then. Okay.
Unless you want to chicken out. Kind of punches your shoulder a little bit, reaches high up.
No plans for chickening out. It's more a matter of figuring out logistics, if you know.
Oh, that's what I figured. Y'all run into more danger every day. So, go ahead and talk amongst yourselves and let me know.
Okay.
Well,
All right.
I'm pretty average when it comes to broings, but I can definitely put 1 foot in front of another. Put 1 foot in front of another, if we want me to take on that challenge.
So you speak of the obstacle course, right?
Right. My athletics is pretty decent.
Good. Okay.
Spisto's going to draw his rapier. Did you say a duel?
I suppose so.
I know I'm not much in the brains category. I did read my first book all on my own this last week. It was 2 pages, and there was a picture on the inside, but there was a word underneath it, and I read it all by myself.
That's amazing. Well done, Sapista.
Indeed. Very good.
It said, wanted, and there was a picture of a man's face.
Whose face?
I don't know, but he was not very pretty. Like our halfling friend over here. Eh?
He looks up from counting some coins and putting them in coin pouches. Yes.
GM question for you really quick.
Mm-hmm.
Remind me again the difference between acrobatics and athletics?
Acrobatics is jumping, balancing, tumbling. Athletics is climbing, swimming, things like that.
One's dexterity based, and then the second one is strength based usually.
Mm-hmm. Certain things have them interchangeable, but acrobatics is more strictly jumping and feats of agility, as where athletics is running, swimming, climbing, pushing, combat maneuvers, that kind of stuff.
All right. So you folks think this obstacle course will be more athletics based or more acrobatics based?
Probably a mix of both.
I'm pretty good with my athletics, not so great with my acrobatics.
Athletics? Meaning endurance and swimming?
I'm taking on your accent. Sorry about that.
No worries.
Happens. Also,
Okay.
I've been gifted a villain point. I just caught up. Thanks, Wade.
Right then. Well, I suppose for feats of strength, Regina, you would be so kind as to take that one.
Right.
I would be happy to.
Good, because most of these don't seem like any of me strengths, but I'll do my best for the brains if there are no other opposed.
Knowing Sapisto the way that you do, you would know his intelligence just recently went from an 8 to a 10. So he did truly get a little brighter this last time. He decided to start learning how to read things and read a wanted poster. But when it comes to things he hasn't heard about, riddles, he'll just sit there like the thinker for hours and do nothing.
Some certain tactics like sticking yourself to a cat or a squirrel are starting to make sense now.
The special kind of wit.
It's called cunning, yes.
He drank Rozeki's water. Like, he did that. He drank water. So when it comes to like, hey, who's the smartest guy in the room? Just look past the potted plant and keep looking.
Oh.
So true.
Bunny. It was not a squirrel. My apologies.
It's a blue bunny. It was close enough.
Blue bunny. The one that tried to put magic on us.
Right.
Okay, so Reiklin will walk back up to Leestead. All right, I have 2 questions for you before we commit our participants.
Yes.
Question number 1.
He's got 4 big bags of coins and like some extra coins set out besides these 4 bags.
Question number 1. Are magical enhancements allowed during any of these particular competitions?
They are.
Excellent.
Keeps it very interesting.
Well, yes, and resourcefulness, I have always said to myself, is part of success. The second is, will we have chance to meet with each other to help each other with these enhancements in between each of these events?
No, you will not.
Okay. All right, then.
You'll be needing to go into every one of these, making sure that you are not infused by any sort of alchemical or magical enhancement, though you are able to use them in the middle. But at the beginning, you need to be clean.
So take whatever you have on hand.
Clean is the
All
right word.
Right, then. Okay. Thank you very much.
Indeed.
Okay. Walking back to the huddle, Reiklin says, yeah, we should have sprung for some more oil of heroicism. Okay, so here's what we got. We are allowed to enhance ourselves magically with whatever we bring for ourselves, but we cannot be the source of anybody else's bonuses. So individual. Okay. So are we still committed to the roles that we've surreptitiously volunteered for?
I'll do whatever I need to do.
Well, I think so. My magic's more of the type to blow things up, but it's what I got, so.
Sounds good. All right, then.
If you would like me to attempt the obstacle course, I would be more than happy to attempt it. You know how fast and springy I can be. You saw me capture the rabbit last time. You know what I am capable of. I am just worried if this cat lady comes out. What if I have to sit and cough up a hairball for 5 minutes? I'm afraid.
Indeed.
Great point.
Well, might I...
up in person with things when they're trying to fight me, though, so I'm not so sure a duel's a good idea for me.
And I thought that we got you some enhancements for them fisticuffs for
True.
such a particular occasion, eh?
Sapisto, I'm down for whatever you want to do.
I think
Reiklin walks back over to Leestead. Just one final clarification. In the duel, are direct magics allowed?
Yes, magic is allowed, though nothing that's going to permanently hinder, alter, kill, disintegrate your opponent, etc. Just use common sense. You're not trying to kill your opponent. don't do anything that would potentially put them far past the reaches of a healer. You'll be signing up for dangers, but nothing that's going for a straight up execute or a permanent humiliation or turning them into a statue.
Unless it happens by accident, right?
Yes, but hopefully not.
All right, then. Reiklin returns back to the huddle. All right, Zarias, I believe you will be doing the duel for us. And Sapisto?
Yes.
We shall ask you to be our participant in the obstacle course.
I shall do what I must do.
Will do, Captain.
Thank you.
Got it all figured out?
We believe we do. We will have Sapisto over here take care of the obstacle course. I will be the volunteer for the wit or mind. Zarias will be our duelist, and Regina will be for our feats of strength.
Very good. All right. Now, before I get you these waivers, well, I suppose I should do the waivers first. He'll hand them out accordingly. Now, these are very legally formally legal documents. They have a space for you to sign consent. Now, Reiklin, you're doing the mind, correct?
Yes.
Okay. So yours just says that you agree to participation. There should be no risks entitled. However, if there's any minor accidents or injuries due to something such as running, they will not be held responsible. Do you sign yours?
Yes.
Sapisto, for yours, they list yours as moderate risk. There is bits of the obstacle course that can cause injury, though it should not be serious, but they are still not held liable for any accidental injury or death.
Sapisto, if you would like me to read that out loud for you again, I can.
Thank you. There are large words in here.
Very well, then. Okay, it says...
Sounds good.
Repeat it back. Good. All right, do you sign yours?
He signs it by drawing a flower.
Lovely. Kind of looks down at it and smiles. Zarias,
That's for you.
Now yours has quite a lengthy waiver, which is stating that in the duel there is risks involved. There will be somebody using lethal force against you. It talks about having high-class healers ready at a moment's notice. It talks about the rules of the duel are that the duel is over when the other person has become incapacitated or has given up. You are not to attack the other duelist if they have given up. You're not to use any magic, as just discussed, that will permanently alter, hinder, disable, or directly try to annihilate, such as disintegrating or attempting a purposeful decapitation or executing once they have been incapacitated. And it says that the risks are also there for you, that they're not liable for any injury or death.
I go over my spell list to him and I ask, will any of these qualify for that sort of thing?
Fire off your spells again really quick.
Fireball.
Yeah, fireball. So starting at level 3, haste, lightning bolt, fireball, flaming sphere, magic missile, acid arrow, resist energy, mirror image, true strike, shocking grasp, mage armor, acid splash.
All those should be fine. Just make sure that you keep that collateral damage away from the crowd, right?
Can do.
That form sounds like the divorce agreement that me and my 55th husband signed.
Witty. I like that.
Oh, I'm being serious. I think it's the exact same form.
Likely
Regina,
not.
is
but,
that a long life?
A very long one.
Well then, Regina, and as you're reading yours over, yours says that there is a high risk of injury, potential death. You will be in harm's way, though they will have healers on standby for you as well, but they're not held liable for any injury or death. Do you sign yours?
She signs.
Okay, good. So he scoops those all up. Wonderful. You're officially registered. Go ahead and take these coins now. So he's going to open up the bags and show you 100 gold pieces for each of you for participating. We're very glad to have you here. And he's going to point out 5 extra gold coins next to each bag. And I know that you always tip Goldbloods, so here's 5 extra gold coins for each of you. We'll scoop them up and put them in the bags. Now, would you like me to hold these until your departure, or would you like to take these with you?
Will you hold mine close to your heart, and I will be back for it?
He'll pick it up and clutch it to his chest. Absolutely.
I think I'd also like you to hold mine for me.
Yes, and if we should die, just give them to a sponsor here.
Yeah, I'll take the coin if they should perish. You'll all be fine. And what about you, Reiklin?
I'll hold on to these extra 5 here. I do appreciate the tip, and I may actually do something useful with it.
All right.
And thank you kindly for the tip.
Of course, custom for your guild. I can respect it. You do a fine work. Fine work.
Much appreciated.
All right. So now that that's out of the way, go enjoy the festival. Meet up in a couple hours here. You'll meet your opponents. We'll start off with the games. It's going to be in the local arena here that we have set up. Now, for every game that you win and best your opponent, we will be donating 40 gold pieces to your guild. We've heard about your competition. We'd like to support that. The other group that you're participating against, they have their own charity that they're putting it towards. And then whoever wins the grand prize gets the armor we already talked about.
Do you make that in a dress?
We can make it however you wish. If you'd like to put that in a dress, I'm sure our craftsman can put something very lovely together for you. Even ruined if you want. Good. Well, go enjoy the festival. There's some games. There's some food. I recommend Shea's Breakfast Brew. Lovely local favorite. She makes some kind of thick beverage that you have with your breakfast. It is absolutely delicious. She's selling some jars of it. Recommend checking that out.
You said
She's
Shea's?
trustworthy.
Oh yeah, she's lovely.
You see, last time I drank something a lady handed me, it gave me a problem.
Well, I can relate. Kind of. But no, Shea's great.
Now, if we might have needed some gold while we're here, can we find you for that?
Yeah, sure. I'll be holding on to your coin here.
Great.
All right.
All right. Enjoy.
Okay. Reiklin is going to seek out directions to Shea's Breakfast Brew.
Okay.
I'll go with him.
Awesome. Yeah, so we're going to go to like a mid-exploration downtime mode here. So you guys kind of, this is a pretty standard festival. There's good food. There's good drink. There's little games. If there's something in particular you guys want to seek out, let me know. And we'll just kind of go with that. So you guys are seeking Shea's Breakfast Brew, yeah?
That's right.
So
Regina hobbles along slowly. Reiklin, can I hold your arm for balance?
Absolutely. Here we go, lass.
would you like to roll a deception as you're walking about?
Yes.
Reiklin can aid in that deception as well.
I rolled a 28.
Just starting it off strong with these rolls, guys.
Indeed. All right, so Reiklin gets a +4 to all of his aid another rolls. It's one of his abilities he took.
Wonderful human ancestry.
Yep. And a deception of 13 + 4 will be 17. So add another 4 to that right there.
So a nice 30.
Yep.
A 34.
So that'll qualify for a +1.
Yeah, and that'll actually qualify for a +2 because that is a critical success.
Oh, there we go.
All right, so we have a nice 30 on the deception. So you're playing the role well. Okay, now there's signs pointing to this stand, like handwritten signs, kind of all over, and it gets very obvious as you near this. There's a huge line for this stand.
So Pisto has been laying on Regina's train as we're walking through the town. Well, actually, as he's being dragged through the town, I guess. He's going to get out his little lyre and strum it a little. And he's going to try. Cat lady, why do you torment me? Does she answer?
I want you to roll me a flat check.
Where's my... Come here, little sheet. Come here. All right, here we go, D20.
A
6.
9?
No,
No,
that's a 6.
Oh, a 6. Yeah, there's no response.
Why?
Now, as it stands, this line looks like it's probably going to take you guys about 45 minutes to get to this stand.
Okay.
Are you guys going to wait?
Society check for whether or not in these parts it is considered rude or unacceptable to have somebody wait in line for you while the others go do other things and come back later.
Yeah, what's your society bonus?
Society bonus for Reiklin is an 11, and this is an expert.
Yeah, so it's pretty standard as of anywhere else, where not typically, unless you have a touchy person that might be offended about it.
Okay. All right. Reiklin offers to stand in line for the others if they wish to go seek out other entertainment and that and whatnot. Asks Zarias to continue leading Regina
Entertainment? Entertainment is
pleasure.
my second middle name. I would like to start a performance just to entertain this crowd of people that's already gathered.
Okay. Yeah,
I'm just going to continue singing my song about the cat lady.
Is it going to continue to be mournful, or is it going to pick up and be uppity?
Oh, it's going to pick up.
Okay. Yeah, go ahead and roll me a perform.
Okay.
You get a +1 on that now.
I added it to my sheet because I usually perform with my lyre. Oh, that's a 31.
Okay. So you're just giving this lovely performance. People are clapping and dancing and cheering.
Regina
around
wags
the
her
slide.
finger.
So you think you can trick me and make me drink your water? And I sing a tale about how she charmed me and now she steals my body sometimes, and I feel affronted by it. And I mix in like little, like I lick my hand and like scream at it and then keep playing.
Lovely. Okay. So, and I've just been given 2 villain points here, just so you guys are aware.
That is harsh.
Now, after this performance, some people are cheering. The woman who is up there serving these jars, she's gonna clap and she's gonna say, "Hey, you! Are you waiting for some brew?"
Yes, we are, dear.
Oh, you have a group with you.
Something different to drink.
Bring them to the front of the line. Come on. People are gonna kind of clap and they're gonna let you guys up there to the front. That was incredible. I have been bored here working all day. Thank you.
You are welcome, mon chéri. And I will kiss her hand. Mwah.
A free sample for the performer. And she's going to give you a jar of like this yellowish, orangish, thick-looking liquid in a jar.
She gives me an orange Julius.
That's kind of what it looks like, yeah.
How much for jars?
It's 5 gold pieces for a jar. I know it's a little bit pricey, but the ingredients are pristine. The taste will blow your mind. Have it with your breakfast. Gives you energy throughout the whole day.
5 gold, you say?
Mm-hmm.
I will approach this one.
Now, you guys kind of notice when you hear the price looking back, it's pretty high-class people looking in this line. Like, you don't see many common folk in line for this stuff. You're taking one. One for you.
No, I left my money with the host of this event. Can I open a tab and have him come pay for me?
Who's the host?
Leafman.
Leasted.
Leasted.
Leasted, right, of course. Yes, he's good for it, as long as you have your ward. You know, you're Goldbloods, yes?
Yes.
That's
You'll
right.
be pursuing the games. Okay, good. Yes, I will take it from him.
Oh, thank you. I will buy one then.
Very
In
well.
that case, I'd like to do the same. He's also got my money.
I'm gonna look into the jar.
It smells like fresh fruit,
Does it-
so strong in a good way. It's like an air of cold kind of coming up of it, like it's been previously like chilled and frozen.
All right, I've jotted down the tab
wait.
for the additional 10 gold.
So 3 of you purchased one, right?
Yes.
Yeah.
I spent my 5 that I had from the tip. So.
Good. Okay. So, and then Sapisto was given one for free.
Hold, please.
Zarias, did you say that you were purchasing one outright with what you have on hand, or that you are also establishing a tab?
Tab.
Tab. Okay. So yeah, we got a tab of 10 gold. I've jotted it.
Now, can I interest any of you in more? I promise you're not going to want to stop at just one. They're addicting.
Hold on. So you said it smells like what?
Like fresh fruit. Let's see. What's your perception here?
My perception. Do you just want me to roll one, or
No, what's your bonus?
Perception 13 for Reichland, and that is an expert training.
Bonus is 10.
Okay. Yeah, you're getting like a very strong orangey scent. And then just a blast of other exotic fruits. Bananas, pineapples. Maybe a little
I knew
hint
an
of
orange
mint.
tree once. And then I'm gonna drink it.
Okay.
Um,
Are you going to chug the whole jar? It's quite a bit. Or are you just going to take a sip?
This is like
I
a
am a-
large stein.
I am a Goldblood. I don't stop with just one sip, even though my conscience begs me not to.
Yeah.
And your constitution.
Yeah. Before I do, I'll turn around and say, "Goldbloods, we
Goldbloods!
drink together. We fight together.
Goldbloods.
Hope we don't die together." And then I'll clink.
Don't die.
glasses. I'll drink.
I turn to the lady and I'm like, could I interest you in a trade? I'll draw you a drawing that will bring in business for weeks.
Oh, I'm not interested in trades. If I did that, I'd be up to my feet and things. But
All
thank
right.
you.
Doilies and carved sticks, right?
Indeed, you get it. So does anybody else drink theirs or just Sapisto here?
To the drink, Reichland will take 2 big swigs.
Just 2 big
How
swigs.
alcoholic does it seem?
It doesn't seem very alcoholic, if at all.
Okay, I'll drink.
Yeah. All down at 2.
Okay, so you guys are all down in it.
Yep.
Good. Okay. So it's delicious. If you're into fruit, it's just like a blast of like perfect combination of fruit flavors. It's very cold. So if your character is capable of getting brain freezes, that's probably happening if you're chugging it.
No.
But it's great. And yeah,
I
you guys
pull a straw out of my purse and then just start slowly sipping it.
very good. Yeah, you
Take
guys
like a
don't feel
kibble
any
out of it.
immediate effects
What is
except
that
for
strange device
satisfaction.
you're using there, Lassie?
It's a straw.
What? A straw, like for a horse?
No,
Like a
it's to
river
drink
reed.
with.
Oh, river reed. Okay.
Reminds me of a ranger I saw once using a river reed.
Yes, this is. We make them up at my tavern.
Lovely. All right. Now I'm going to have to ask you all to step aside. The line needs to keep moving. But thank you
Thank
for
you
the
kindly.
performance. Good luck in your games today.
Thank
We'll
you.
be back at the
Um,
end of the festival to
you.
buy another.
Oh, good.
Reichland would like to establish a tab for a second stein.
Okay. So you're going to take one more before you go?
Yep, he'll take one more. Just he has this feeling.
Okay. So,
Beast would like to also, because he would like to have an opportunity to tip.
okay.
Okay, so that's 20 on our tab.
And I'll tip her one of my gold. That's
Okay.
for you.
Very good. You are wonderful. Thank you. I should be tipping you, but I will accept. Business is business.
That it is, my lady. And keep doing more of it. This drink is great.
Thank you. I know. All right. Good luck. She's going to kind of shuffle you guys off of the line, and people are going to be kind of anxiously stepping up. All right. So who drank theirs all the way?
Reichland's probably drunk half of his, and
Okay.
then he's holding on to the other stein.
Okay.
I'm making my way through my second stein.
Okay. So you're down in your second stein. Very good. All right.
Yeah, I'd say Zarias probably drank it at a reasonable pace, but drank the whole thing.
Okay.
Same.
Okay.
Yeah, Reichland took a couple of big swigs and suffered some pain from the extreme cold, and so he's now nursing the last half.
Very good. Okay. Awesome. That's happened. Very good. And what are you guys doing now?
How long do we have until the tournament starts?
Quite a while.
Okay.
And this is just kind of like downtime mode. I mean, you guys can be generally mingling. If there's anything in particular you would like to do, now's the time to let me know.
Okay. Reichland is interested in learning a few of the styles of equipment, embroidering and decoration for Varissia.
Okay.
Since he is an outfitter, an equipment outfitter, so he'll look for merchants who are selling their trade and talk them up about their methods that they use for their construction.
Okay, awesome. Are you going to be like doing it yeah, what's your diplomacy bonus?
Not very good. He usually favors deception if he can, but diplomacy is a 6.
What's your deception here?
Deception is a 13.
Okay. I think we can use that in this situation here. So with doing that and looking around, you're going to add the striking rune formula to your inventory. Somebody will share that formula with you as you're chatting up some craftsmen. They have a lot of very good smiths. Now you can see that the one that he was clearly probably talking about is Hodale. Is a dwarf gentleman. You've heard banter about how he's going to be crafting the armor for the prize here for the festivities.
Okay.
Are there any comfy looking chairs around?
Not outside.
All right. Well, Regina will still have Reichland lead her over to a chair somewhere, because old people can fall asleep anywhere. And then she'll sit there, lean forward, and pretend to sleep while keeping an eye on everything around her.
Okay. And so she's going to kind of keep an ear out for stuff.
Yeah.
Okay. What's your perception?
Perception is a 9.
9. Okay. Yeah. So you'll hear some notable talk. You're going to hear mostly just standard festivity talk, people talking about the different games and foods and whatnot. But you will hear something interesting is where there's some betting going on, and on the duel in particular. And Zarias is favored 4-1 in the bets.
Nice.
Wow.
Oh. Interesting.
Zarias is going to station himself on an edge of the street right outside where Regina is sleeping. And he's going to start calling out, "Step right up! Come get a famous portrait done just for you. Art to rival that of kings and queens."
Okay, gonna see if you can earn a little bit of extra income here.
That's right.
Okay, go ahead and you can roll me a craft here.
Okay.
Oh, very nice.
Natural 20. Look at you.
You're gonna earn yourself. You're gonna have people like you do like a sketch or some art, and somebody shows it off, and you get a pretty big crowd going up around you. Eventually, you're gonna get 4 gold pieces worth of tips and selling little bits of art.
So Zarias is going to really play this up. He's going to have someone stand there, and he's going to start drawing, and then it's going to look like nothing until the last minute when he flips it over, and it's a perfect portrait of this person.
Nice. Yeah, people are like gasping and clapping, and you get a big crowd going up around you.
Reichland shakes his head in disdain. I can't make this much in a week.
What's the piece still going to be doing?
He's gonna wander around and take in the sights because it's a big city.
Mm-hmm.
Occasionally, like plinking some notes on his lute, performing occasionally because he's working on his song. Sapisto, no, I will not let you go. Let me go. I will not let you go. Let me go.
Beautiful.
Yep. And he wants to look at something impressive, find like a big statue or something cool, like a fountain.
Okay. Yeah. Roll me a perform. You'll find something notable if that's what you're. So you're trying to perform at something big like that. Is that what you're saying? Or he's just looking for something.
Yeah, and just also to kind of like see the city.
Okay.
But yeah, I'll also roll performance.
For sure. Wow, such high rolls.
32.
Yeah, so you're going to earn 2 gold piece worth of tips as you're wandering around. You'll see like the big, you'll spot the arena they have set up, which is a pretty grand structure. It's not like Colosseum structure by any means, but it's a very nice stone crafted kind of oval building. There's people kind of starting to purchase tickets and go inside. It's kind of like an amphitheater. That's open aired, right? Yeah, it's kind of that type of deal.
Mm-hmm.
So 2 gold pieces, you spot that, and you're also going to be approached by a group of 4 people, very tall, very strong, kind of striking, intimidating looking people. 3 human men, 1 human female, all of them blonde, and they're going to come walking up to you. Ah, you with the Goldbloods?
I remember what their troop name is, right?
They don't have an actual troop name.
I have their names written down, but I'm not there to help.
Well, do I recognize who spoke? Because I know of them.
Yeah, you know of them. You'd probably recognize from their looks as a group who this is, and this is the group that that Regina found on her downtime to be set up against, which is Bafford, Balea, Dighton, and Batten.
We never went over our downtime, did we?
We did not. We'll go over that in just a bit.
No worries.
Okay. I will halt my performance and I'll strum a minor chord and I'll say, "That depends, Bafford. Are you with your group?"
We don't have a group name, but yes, we are. He's gonna like crouch down and try to like scoop you up in kind of like an arm hold. Are you gonna let it happen?
Sure.
Okay, roll me a flat check.
Oh dear. Do they look friendly? Like if he looks like he's about to throw me over his shoulder,
Yeah,
I would probably try and dodge.
What's your perception bonus?
I have +10.
Yeah,
perception.
he looks like he's being friendly. Aggressively friendly.
Okay. All right, well, I will take his aggressive friendliness and raise him my own aggressive friendliness.
And what's your flat check?
A 7.
Okay. Yeah, so yeah, he kind of picks you up and he's like, "That's some wonderful performing you do there. You'd make a fine actor. Do you act?"
I did once, and then I'm going to give him a wet willy.
Give him a wet willy. Okay.
While I'm up there.
Yeah, he'll kind of swat your hand away and laugh. "I like you. You have to come perform for one of our shows sometime. It's so hard to find good musicians to accompany our acting style. Can you play drums?"
I can, and I play a very, very mean potted plant. And then I'll just...
They all just start cracking up and smacking their knees. "That's wonderful. Yes, you can play prop, actor, or musician. Incredible talent."
Once I was a Venus flytrap.
"And you've got range. Well, good luck to you and yours today, eh? I hope we don't crush you too bad."
Likewise. And go easy on Zarius. I hear he has a weak left side.
Are you gonna roll deception there, or are you being truthful?
I'll roll a deception.
Okay. She thinks your left side is weak, Sarias.
So rude.
Well, it was because...
You know that Zarias is left-handed.
Last time he carried me up a tree, he almost dropped me.
Almost being the key word.
It's an 18 deception.
Mm-hmm.
That's nice, but I've heard about his spell casting. You
Oh,
guys,
that's true.
you guys are the
Do not let them
Goldbloods.
touch you.
You're the top group of the Goldbloods. We know you've got some combat up your sleeves, so we'll do our best to make it a fair
Hey.
fight, eh?
That sounds very nice. And then I will spit in my hand and offer it. My spit is orange flavored because I was just at Shay's.
Look, I know that we come from Earson, but that's gross. No offense.
You don't want to shake my hand?
No, you just spit in it.
But I thought, all right.
They kind of like grimace a little bit, but kind of smile. All right, we'll see you at the games. All right,
All right. Travel safely.
you as well.
Goodbye.
They'll go walking away, chatting amongst themselves. All right, so we're going to go ahead now. We're gonna fast forward to when the games begin, but before we do, let's. Jason brought up a good point. Let's go over what did you guys do for downtime this week. We'll backtrack just a little bit.
All right, Reiklin spent a lot of time crafting. We purchased a couple of runes to upgrade some of our weapons and transferred some runes over to a couple of weapons. So, striking rune on the hand wraps for Zarias, and then we and then he also purchased a scroll of. It doesn't matter, but he's going to try and reconstruct 4 more of them when he does some level 2 scrolls. So
Nice.
he deconstructed some scrolls so that he could get a level 2 scroll formula.
Good tactics. Good tactics. What about you, Sapisto?
I spent 1 week retraining mending to magic missile, and then I spent another week kind of milling around, busking a little bit to gain some information on the festival.
Which you did get some pretty good info, along with Regina, yes?
Yes, Regina decided to go, and she went a couple towns over from where she lives and just started working at a random inn without even asking for a job. Did any of the employees approach her, by the way?
No, they just kind of like looked a little confused and let it happen.
I love the idea of you like waking up in the morning to go to work and having like a morning ritual and just walking 2 towns over to this inn that no one knows who you are.
She just walked in, said her name was Stella, and started waitressing.
With a tiara.
With the tiara, yes.
Oh
and her bright pink dress with the 10-foot train.
Oh my god, take
It
some
worked
pizza
out
with
well.
you next time.
You got some tips. You got some information about the festival. You got kind of heads up on what games were coming up, so you had that coming. And what about you, Zarias?
Zarias spent the first week at his monastery training and figuring some stuff out. So using the sorcerer thing where I can swap out a spell, I swapped it out for Burning Hands or Magic Missile, and then spent the first week making that a signature spell. And then the second set of 5 days, he had heard from one of his Goldblood contacts that an alumni was looking to really seal their legacy in immortality forever. So he went to their house and he painted a masterful mural across their entire wall that talked about their entire career up to the point where they retired as an alumni.
Oh, that's so cool.
It was very good work. You got some good pay. Awesome. Okay, so let's go ahead here and we're going to jump to these games. So we're going to fast forward a little bit. You guys meet back up with your host, whose name I now just forgot. Lee Stead. I blame Regina. He's going to walk you guys over to the arena here. Now, Reiklin is going to be up first for the Games of the Mind. So you guys are welcome to grab seats. You guys don't need to purchase your entry in there. There's kind of an amphitheater. No, you know, I can bring it up over here. Let's go there, shall we? Here on the Roll20. All right. So you guys are going to be introduced down here. And I forgot to put the miniatures out for these gentlemen. Grab them out here again. So we've got this fierce-looking gentleman. He's got some war paint on there. Oh, he is blonde, as his miniature does not properly represent. We've got this one here, who, though being very large and tall, is pretty handsome and well kept. He's got a nice haircut, as the rest of them are dressed kind of raggedly. And then we've got cycling through my miniatures here. This is the one that picked you up in the arm lock here. Large man, not so much hair on top, very big beard, almost dwarfish looking features, but he's huge. And then we have got where'd you go? This woman here, who is also looks similar to this, with some war paint on her face, though she is also blonde as well. So they'll introduce you guys here as you guys get around this kind of podium in the middle. So this arena here is kind of like a large stadium. There is a big rectangle in the center with a red moon and a blue moon, crescent moon, and then there's 6 circles around it as well, kind of some stone pedestals with a red moon, a yellow moon, purple moon, blue moon, black moon, and green moon. Now you guys stand up on this rectangle one to be introduced, and the stone podium kind of raises up, so you can see that these kind of raise up and down. They're going to introduce you guys. We've got the fine actors from Erison. We've got Bafford, Balea, Dighton, and Batten. And they'll be going up against the Goldbloods, and they'll introduce each of you guys: Sapisto, Regina, Reiklin, Zarias. People kind of cheer for both sides. After you guys clear off the stage, they introduce the other 2 groups, which are just 2 noble families, pretty notable ones that you guys would probably recognize the names of. And with that, they dismiss you guys. The other 2 teams are going to be competing after you 2. So it's going to be first up Reiklin against Dighton. The rest of you.
When I see their war paint, I think, ooh, that looks cool. And so I use my lizard folk ability to make my scales on my face, some of them change to a blue to become like fearsome looking patterns on my face.
Nice. Do you do that while you're being introduced down there?
I do.
Nice. A couple of them look over you. The woman especially kind of like gives like a little nod of, yeah, that's good.
Regina is holding on to Reiklin's arm the whole time, and then before he gets going, she wants to have him walk her over to a seat.
Okay. Will he do so?
Yes.
Very good.
Where she promptly falls asleep.
Go ahead and roll deception. I know what you're doing.
I'll
here.
aid in that.
Only a 30.
Only a 30.
Oh,
Very good. You're looking very, very frail. It's good.
That'll be a 23 with my +4 to aid. Another that's going to be a 27.
A 27. Okay, so that is a +1. So we got a 31 deception.
She throws in a little snoring.
I'm gonna ask Reiklin. Reiklin, is she all right? She is sleeping so much.
She's just a little overexcited. Don't worry about it.
Oh, all right.
Very good. Okay, so there's going to be your host, and I'll add him on here as well. Where did you go, my hosty friend? I typically try to put these miniatures out, but I apparently did not with these guys. Here he is.
With the halfling?
Yes. He's a little more handsome than this, but here we go. So he's going to have you guys stand on either side of this pedestal here. So it lowers back into the ground. These pedestals raise up by 5 feet each. They have like the crescent moons around the base of them as well, so you can see them. So he's going to say, you two stand here. And he's going to tie a red armband around Reiklin's arm. And he's going to walk over here, and he's going to tie a blue armband around Dighton's arm. He's going to say, all right, gentlemen, the rules of this one are purposefully cryptic. I'm going to tell you something to do. You give your best estimate, and you do it, all right? Very good. So he's going to go walking back up here. He's going to kind of hop up top here on this kind of podium thing they have set up here. And he's going to shout, and his voice seems to be magically enhanced. It's going to be very loud, as if there's just speakers all around. People kind of settle down as he starts the announcement. All right, the game is about to begin. Are both contestants ready? Dighton
nods visibly.
Nice. Dighton will nod in acknowledgement as well. Okay, so this is going to work. Reiklin, you are going to roll me an intelligence check. Now, those of you in your group here, only Reiklin can guess here. Basically, what happens is after I ask the question, you will have 2 minutes before your opponent takes his guess, so 2 real-time minutes. And then based on your intelligence check, you can choose a couple of your teammates here to chime in and help you.
Okay.
So in character, it's just going to be Reiklin, but out of character, your in check will let you get a little bit of sideline help.
Okay. So Reiklin, even though he has access to whisper, or message, probably shouldn't be doing that.
He could try if he wanted to.
But he'd probably get disqualified for it.
Potentially. You what's your society bonus?
What's my what?
What's your society bonus?
Society is an 11.
An 11. Do you have any what lores do you have?
I have undead lore.
Okay. So remembering back to the contract, it didn't specify anything in it, but you would guess it could be looked down upon.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. So go ahead and roll me that intelligence check.
Okay. It's not one of his best suits.
Ooh.
Ooh, that was almost bad, and then it tumbled to that high number. So that's a 19.
19.
Okay, so for a 19, you can take one additional person to help you. So who do you want to be able to chime in with you here?
Let's take Regina.
Okay, so this is for this first question specifically. All right, so the announcer is going to hit some kind of contraption that they have up here, and fireworks are going to launch up into the air here. So the fireworks are going to launch one big, hold on a second here. There we go. One big red firework, one big blue firework, one big green firework, and then one big red firework. They kind of launch one after the other behind his podium here.
Okay.
And then he is going to say, "Contestants, show me fear." And the 2 minutes starts now.
Okay. Okay.
So he's kind of looking a little bit confused, your opponent. He's looking around the arena.
All right. I would like to use a sense motive.
Okay. On
our Lee Stead my opponent first.
Okay. He looks genuinely confused. He kind of looks up at Leasted and like does like a cowering motion, and the guy just kind of shakes his head.
Okay. And then I'd like to do a sense motive on Leasted.
Okay. He's looking stone cold, just directly back and forth between the two of you.
Okay. All right. He said, "Show me fear."
Mm-hmm.
Darn it. If only I had decided to actually keep my cause fear spell up. Okay. Fear. All right. And it was a red, a blue, a green, and a red.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Perception on the red podium that is raised 5 feet up to my upper left.
It looks raised. Doesn't look like it changed at all since the fireworks went off. You see red moons around the side of it. On each side, there's 4 crescent red moons. Okay. All the other podiums look the same with their respective colors.
Okay.
Which is red, yellow, purple, blue, black, green, going clockwise.
Okay. All right. Show me fear. All right, so I can ask Regina?
Yep, she can chime as much as she wants here.
Okay, Regina, what do you make of it?
I want to say go to the red moon.
Okay. Walk up to it.
Okay. So now
What are your thoughts?
after you take your first guess, if it is incorrect, he will take his guess as well.
Okay.
So is that your final first guess going up to the red?
Yep. Walking up to the red.
Okay. So you walk up to the red. Are you doing anything with it?
Observing the surface, hoisting myself up onto it.
Okay. So you stand up and hoist yourself up onto this. It takes like a little bit of effort because it's kind of high up, but you're able to get on top of it.
Okay.
Leastad looks down at you and shakes his head. Your opponent now is going to roll for a guess. Okay. So he is going to step back to this blue one and do the same and look up, and Leastad's going to shake his head. You got another minute.
Okay.
Or another guess.
Okay. So I'm wondering, maybe it's the opposite. What color is the moon on the far bottom?
Black.
Okay. Walking over to that one.
Okay. Are you going to get up on top of it like you did before?
No. This way, this time I'm going to kneel before it.
Okay.
Placing my hands on it momentarily.
Okay.
Casting a detect magic.
Okay. There is magic on it.
Okay.
Titan's kind of watching you, scratching his head a little bit.
Mm-hmm. And then pulling my hands back in reaction.
Okay.
A sudden reaction.
So like kind of like an alarmed bit. So Leastad shakes his head at you. Your opponent's going to take another guess.
Okay.
He's going to stand there and start making a cowering motion. And Leastad's going to like shake his head and like smile a little bit. You have another guess and another minute.
Okay. The color of the moon on the top right.
Purple.
Okay. Okay, moving to the purple.
Okay. Doing anything specific with it?
Walking around it.
Okay. Yeah,
thoughtfully.
You see four moons on like four moons around the entire thing, one on each side.
Okay. All right. And I'm going to cast Sigil, placing a mark of my deity, Nethys.
Okay. Leastad's gonna look down at you. Lovely craftsmanship, but not what we're looking for. And your opponent's going to take a guess. And he is going to look like he gets an idea. And he's going to run over here to this yellow moon. And he's going to jump up on top of it here. He's going to say, "Fear, yellow." And Leastad's going to shake his nod in agreement. First point goes to Dighton. Fear incites cowards. Cowards are sometimes referred to as yellow. Return to your podiums, please, the respective colors of your armbands. Okay.
Should have known the yellow rings of the comics are also known as fear.
And Zarias, you've been given a hero point.
Thanks so much.
Okay. All right. So that's 1 point to Dighton. So he is going to go with the next question here. So Reiklin, go ahead and roll me an intelligence check.
Okay. Oh dear.
Okay, no help on this one.
Okay.
What was
Okay.
the question, or what happened?
There isn't there. You're not going to be able to help me out.
Yep. So
Right.
you guys can't chime in on this one. All right. He's going to show me green in two different ways. You have 2 minutes or
Okay.
a guess.
Okay. Reiklin is going to walk up to the yellow podium, stand on it.
Okay.
Says the first to add, and then he goes over to the blue podium, hops up onto it and yells the second to add.
Okay. He's going to be busy running over to the green pillar. He kind of looks back at you a little bit confused. And then Leasted's going to nod at both of you. So he's going to go racing for this yellow pillar.
Okay, racing over to the green.
Okay, yeah, you get there and finish it before he does. Very good. That one was an easy one, though, wasn't it? Return to your podiums. A point for Reichlin. Okay, he's going to go back over here. Go ahead and roll me an int check for the next question.
Okay.
Okay, on your own with this one again.
A 5, yay.
Where did all those high rolls go?
I think we've been exhausting them. That's what I think.
Next question. Show me which lacks a symbol which all others share. You have 2 minutes.
Which lacks a symbol that all others share?
Also, I'll let you spend a hero point for a hint if you would like.
All right, I have 2. Yeah, I'll spend 1.
Okay. Reichlin spending a hero point. Symbols could refer to letters.
Oh, gotcha. Okay. And you said purple was the other?
Yeah, red, yellow, purple, blue, black, green.
Okay. Reichlin goes to the black one.
Okay. Yeah, Dighton looks very confused. He's kind of like just searching around, looking a little bit confused. And Lisa nods down. Good. The black is missing an E. Point goes to Reichlin. Return to your podiums. Okay. He goes over to his blue. Next question. You're right. Oh, wait, you need to roll your int check first.
Yep. Hey, a 16.
16. You can get one person's help.
Okay.
Who do you want to be able to confer with on this one?
I will confer with Sapisto.
Okay. Next question. You are riding a black horse through a lush green forest. Your horse's feet are stained with mud, and snow is starting to coat the trees. What color are you? And 2 minutes starts now.
Okay. Sapisto, am I white because it is snowing?
That is what I would say.
Okay.
But it also says your horse was black. So would not
did.
your horse also be black? Or white?
Riding a horse, a black horse. Its feet are muddy, but I'm not riding in the mud. I'm riding on it, right?
Mm-hmm.
We're going through a wooded forest,
Mm-hmm.
green forest. Yeah, I would reply I am white with snow.
Wait. What is the question again? Can we hear it again?
Yeah.
What color are you?
You are riding a black horse through a lush green forest. Your horse's feet are stained with mud, and snow is starting to coat the trees. What color are you?
Oh, the snow isn't reaching me because of the trees.
Mm-hmm.
What color are you? Riding a black. Riding a black. What if I am black?
Riding a black horse. Or riding a black horse.
We got 45 seconds left.
You
Okay.
are red.
I'm red?
Because you're the armband, right? Your color is red.
Oh, that's true. I am red. Good point. Okay, I'm going to go for
Try
that.
it.
Okay, Reichlin runs up to the red podium and points at his armband.
Okay. This guy is walking to the green, And Lisa shakes his head at him and then nods at you. Very good. Much like your armband, the rest was a red herring. Point goes to Reiklin. Return to your podiums.
Goldbloods.
Okay.
Is there a big crowd gathered here?
Yeah, there's a very large crowd. Like, these seats are pretty much full. There's cheering. There's some booing, like, back and forth. There's, like, a mixture kind of on both sides happening when each person wins a point.
Can I shout, but his blood is gold?
Yes, you can. Callum, like, chuckles and slaps your back. Yes. Good one. All right, go ahead and roll your in check for the last question.
Okay. A 13.
Okay, you can choose one person to help you.
Okay. All right, Zarias, you're my buddy this time.
Okay.
Okay. So he's gonna speak up in his loud voice again. Tell me how the opening ceremony finishes. 2 minutes starts now.
Ceremony finishes.
Opening ceremony finishes. Did he mention it?
Well, opening ceremony ends in a Y. Maybe he's referring to yellow.
Or the fire. Oh, sorry.
Yeah, is he speaking of the actual ceremony of this festival? Which I don't remember an opening ceremony. So maybe a Y, which means it could be yellow, yes.
Were there fireworks when we started this?
There were fireworks. Gosh, there were fireworks that started this particular puzzle. The red, the blue, the green, and the red. So do I go for red?
Was it red, blue, green, red again?
Mm-hmm. It was.
Okay, that makes sense.
Okay, so should I go for the red?
I think, yeah.
Okay. All right. Reiklin goes up to the red.
Okay.
And let's see. He will cast Forbidding Ward on himself and let a reddish glare flare up into the air, almost as if it was a firework.
Nice. Okay. So people kind of cheer at your little display of magic, and Elias kind of like waves to the crowds. It's pretty, but it's wrong. Your opponent's going to take a guess. I know this one. He's going to walk over to the blue and stand up on it. Very good. Yes, it was a pattern. Blue would be the next. All right, that's all we have for this round. Now we're going to fire off trivia questions quickly. Whoever wants to answer can speak up and answer. So Reiklin, you won 3 of those rounds. He won 2. Now you're going to, for this, he's going to be asking you guys all kinds of trivia about common stuff around Galarion. So these are just going to be a flat recall knowledge check on a few skills. And to each of these skills, you will get a +6 since you won 3 of those rounds.
Okay.
So go ahead and roll me a society.
Okay. So with a +6, that would be a 20.
Okay. Go ahead and roll me an arcana.
Arcana. And by the way, if these are untrained, I do have a +2 to untrained as another human trait.
Oh, very good.
So if you want to calculate that in.
Yeah, for sure.
This one is not an untrained, though. This is going to be with a +6, you said?
Uh-huh.
So a 22 + 6 is going to be 28.
28. And then you are going to roll me a nature.
Nature. Okay. This one will be untrained. So the +4, and then I'm going to add the +2 as well.
Okay.
Okay, so that's going to be a 12 plus the 8 that I mentioned. So that's going to be a 20.
20. Would you like to use a hero point on any of these to get a +2 and a re-roll and take the better result?
Let's see. So it was the Society with a 14 plus 6, 20. The Arcana, which was a 22 plus 6, a 28. And then Nature, which turned out to be a 20 with my Untrained. Can I confer with my teammates?
Yep, you can.
Okay, what do you guys think? I got 1 hero point left.
What if this isn't the last thing, though?
I don't think it is.
I think those rolls are pretty good.
Yeah, I think they're pretty good. Okay, I'm gonna rest on those.
Going to rest on those. Okay. So I'm going to roll this gentleman's now. Oh, let's see. I'll do this one here. Okay. We're going to villain point this. I'm going to re-roll it.
And roll a 1.
That was a
instead.
2. We got
Yep.
a 9 instead, so we'll keep that one.
Okay.
And we're going to roll for... So that was for his Society.
Mm-hmm.
This is for his Arcana.
7.
Yeah, we'll go ahead and... No, we're gonna villain point that one too.
So
We can
both of
do-
your villain points
We
now?
can do better. So I've had 3 total. So
Oh,
I'm
you've
down
had
to
3,
1.
so you got one
Mhm.
more after this.
Yep.
Okay.
There we go. Turn
Ooh,
7 into a 17.
Dang it.
I think you should villain point that.
All right, and then this last one is for his Nature,
Oh, 19.
which is with a
gosh.
19. Okay. After seeing his roll, would you like to hero point any?
So his Nature was a 19.
Yep. So you don't know the totals. Those are his rolls. He got
Yeah, right.
a 9, a 17, and a 19.
All right, it's very hard for him to not beat my 20 of Nature if he got a 19 on it. The question is, do you think that I rolled high enough for the other 2, and will 2 out of 3 be good enough?
I mean, don't you get to pick the better of the 2 rolls?
No, you go with the second.
Actually, no, it is the better of the 2 rolls. I think we determined.
Yep. Better
Yes,
the
with
2
a
rolls
+2.
with +2.
With an additional +2. So I could either end up with a 22 for the Nature, or if I roll higher than what was it I rolled? A 14? No, a 12, which is, a little less than 50%.
I think go for it.
Go for it.
Mhm.
Yeah.
All right, going for the reroll for Nature.
Okay. Reiklin, add a hero points. Roll it up.
Okay, here we go. Hot
There you
dogada.
Nice.
Go.
A
Roll
hero
a
point well spent. You were
So,
going to lose
17. Yeah, 17 will go into, let's see, it was +8 for my other bonuses, and then another +2, so that'll be a 27.
A 27. So you guys are kind of just rapid firing off questions. It's very close, neck and neck.
Thank you, Kim. Thank you very much. I appreciate having another one.
Filling back up that hero point. And Reiklin gets the last question to break the tiebreaker and ends up winning it. So he announces the winner of this one is Reiklin by a very close margin. Good job to both of you. People are cheering. Some people are booing. Your opponent's going to walk up to you. It was very good.
Very well played.
Congratulations.
That was a very close match, I must say, and shake his hand.
He'll shake your hand as well. All right. We're going to separate, and we'll be setting up the obstacle course next. Everybody stick around, grab some food, grab some refreshments. We have it around the festival. Meet back up here in about 15 minutes. And with that, we are going to take a 15-minute break. We will be back shortly, everybody. We'll be shooting to be back
Sweet.
around 8:45.
Alrighty.
Be
Sweet.
back
Thanks.
soon, everybody.
Thank you.
Okay. We are back from break. We are refreshed. We are ready to go. So, jumping back into this, Reiklin and his opponent just made themselves off the field. Dighton And they were going to have the obstacle course be set up, but your lovely host Lee Stead here is going to come out and announce we're having a little bit of trouble getting the obstacle course set up, so instead let's do the test of strength. Can I have Regina and Bafford onto the podium, please?
And one quick note, as we were going to break, Will shared to give me a hero point. Thank you, Will.
Yes, and I did update that, but I forgot to announce it, so thank you.
Mhm.
So we got Zariah sitting on a healthy 3. Okay, so Leasted's going to come down here. Regina, are you going to make your way down?
Does anybody nudge me or anything?
Yeah, Reichland prods her and then helps her up and escorts her down to the podium.
Is it time to go home?
Almost, lassie, almost. First, we just need to do one little thing.
All right, then.
So Regina very slowly makes herself down to the podium.
Yes.
Leasted's going to kind of look like maybe a little nervous, and he's going to walk up. He's going to very gently put your armband on. Are you sure you're going to be okay, ma'am?
We'll see.
Okay. We're gonna walk over here, put a blue band on this gentleman here, and he's gonna come up over to here. Say, all right, we're doing something a little bit different this year. Kind of looks nervously at Regina again. Looks pointedly at Bafford.
Lee just won hero points in my heart.
You're going to be working together for this one. We are going to be pitting you against a creature controlled by one of our local wizards. And he's going to gentle to an older gentleman that's going to be up here on the podium. You're going to try to defeat it. If you both keep from being incapacitated, you will both get the coins for your respective guilds. If you go incapacitated, you will lose coin from your guild. Work together or do whatever you wish. I don't know. Either way, he will summon up the creature now. So, do you need to gather any weapons? He looks at Regina.
I turn to my ally. Would you smack me, please?
To this guy here.
Yes.
He kind of looks at you. What?
Yes, please. Smack me.
The woman here is going to come running down. She's going to bring him an axe and a shield, and then she's going to go running back up. I don't think that's a good idea. We're working together.
Yes, but please, it will help. Trust me.
Tell her you don't like the color of her dress.
Reichland's been given a hero point, by the way.
I forgot to mention, by the way, each of my compadres that are going to be going out, I want to slip them a lesser healing potion. I have 4 of them.
For sure. You've been slipped a lesser healing potion. I don't like your dress.
How dare you, you swine! And you just see her stand up really tall, twirl her cane, and she enters rage.
Okay.
Oh my god, I love her so much.
So this caster up here is going to hesitantly summon this rock beast that's going to kind of rise out of the ground, and I'll go ahead and show you guys all what it looks like. This is about human-sized. It looks like this. Go for the viewers at home. So it's going to kind of make this grinding sound and rise up out of the ground. And he's going to say, "Do you need a weapon, ma'am?"
She twirls her cane. I have it.
All right, I'll stay behind me. I'll protect you. And we're going to roll initiative.
I can't wait for this.
All right, initiatives.
Put us on the map.
Yes, you are on the map here.
Well, put our view. We're set to the...
Oh, you guys aren't on the map.
Yeah.
Right. There you go. Oop, let's get out of that. Get out of that. Okay. Let me get the League of the Hunt out of the turn order here. Regina gets a turn. This gentleman gets a turn. And this gets a turn.
Normal perception, or what are we using?
All right, so you will be using... Get this out of here. Yeah, perception for initiative. Actually, if you wish, you can use deception. Doesn't matter. You got a nat 20.
Yeah, I'm gonna take my nat 20.
New face Christina is well, most of these people here, I guess you probably watched the winter special, but this is the Goldbloods. They're one of the groups that's competing in this little competition. So this is their standard lineup here. We've got Jason, Alex, Dalton, and Tane, and the respective characters. Woohoo, Team Reichland, she says. All right. So this gentleman here is going to roll his initiative. He's going to get a very bad initiative. He's going to get a 9.
Do you want to villain point that?
Do I want to villain point that? No. He's on your side currently. And then this gentleman here. How do I use this new thing here? I understand it. I've been given new buttons. But I don't seem to see how to make them work. Oh well. We'll figure that out later. I swear I had them working the other day. Some roll 20 buttons for the monsters, but alas, here we are. Okay, this thing has got a 21 for its initiative. So, Regina, you're up first. You have a gentleman who is moving himself towards you to protect you. This big rock creature is out of the ground. You see a caster up on the stands controlling it. And it's your turn.
Yeah, let me count these squares.
Are you gonna go for the wizard? Oh god.
Okay, so you see her, she just screams like this bloodthirsty, loud. "Ah!" And then you see her run this way, and she just books it up around this pillar up here,
Okay.
down here past this pillar, and just up to this guy, and just takes her cane and just swings it at his head.
She goes the long way around.
Yes.
This guy looks like in shock as you just go sprinting around the pillar screaming.
That's my girl! Go, Regina!
80 feet.
What was your attack?
And then, let's see. A 21.
Okay, a 21 is going to hit it.
And she does 22 damage.
22 damage. Okay,
Holy
so
shit.
you smack this thing so hard, it just crumbles into pieces and leaves this big crater in the ground. Go ahead and roll me a perception.
Okay.
I also would like to start a cheer, like a crowd cheer. Regina, she's so mean.
Go ahead and roll a perform. The pisto.
She's the queen of pain.
And what's your perform?
Oh, hi, me.
Yeah.
Yep. Sorry.
The bard.
The bard was just like right up in that muse moment
In the
and just
moment.
checked totally out. Here we go. Beep.
Still a 16. You rolled a 2 and you got a 16.
Mm-hmm.
The crowd is just like going wild. They like all look shocked. There's cheering. People start throwing some coins out on the field towards Regina.
I rolled a 26.
Now, with your perception, you can tell that this thing actually, when you smacked it, burrowed about 10 feet into the ground. You can still see its eyes looking up at you.
Ew. Kill it.
But it does look
Whack-a-mole.
like you smacked a good chunk off of its shoulder there when you smacked it.
I waved down at it. Come back up here and let's finish this.
Anything else with your last action?
No, that was so its head is still like peeking out?
No, it's 10 feet down.
Okay.
Oh, I was gonna say go golfing.
Yeah, I thought I could see its eyes.
You can, but it's like down in like a hole. Like it's made like a big crater.
Okay. I will.
Regina just jumps in the hole after it.
I'll walk up here. Let's
Okay.
see what you can do.
Okay, so it's going to be this thing's turn. So it is going to, you're going to see the ground kind of rolling and moving up here. And then it's going to stand up out of the ground right here, and it's going to pop up, and it's going to try to smack you. You're going to hear this guy, watch out! And that is going to be a 24.
That'll hit.
Okay. That damage is going to be 21 damage.
Ooh.
This thing pops up, it punches you, and it is going to try to punch you again. And that one's going to be a 19.
After getting hit the first time, she glares at it and does like a Matrix lean back.
And then dodges out of it. You're going to hear this guy, oh my god. And then he's gonna shout, and he's gonna come move up and flank it. All right, he is going to attack it with his axe, and he's going to critically hit it.
Hell yeah.
Okay, he's going to do 24 damage to this thing. He's yelling. He just comes and cracks it right on the back. And when he does that, it's going to burrow 10 feet down into the ground again here. And then he's going to kind of like look down at it. I can't reach it from here. And he's going to raise his shield. And it's back to Regina.
Okay. I'm going to 2-action magic missile.
Okay. So we're going to fire. And is this a level 1 magic missile?
Yes.
Okay. So that'll be 2 missiles that will automatically hit, and they will be 1d4 plus 1 each.
Eight damage.
Okay, so a couple of... what do your missiles look like?
They are pink kittens.
Pink kittens? Little pink kittens of force go yowling down into this hole and just crash into this rock.
So you see, like, what it looks like is there's a swirly tattoo on her arm that forms into the 2 kittens, and then they go through her cane and shoot out.
Nice. You see the kittens go into the hole, and then just erupting stone comes shattering out of the hole.
It's like kitten cannon.
What do you want to do for your last action?
I'm going to do my shield spell.
Okay. Old ladies beating, matrixing, and casting magic.
It doesn't get any better than this.
All right, this thing's gonna come rising back up out of the hole. It's gonna put 1 punch at Regina, which is going to be a 27. And then it's going to do a punch at this gentleman, which is going to miss. He's going to kind of deflect it with his shield. And the damage to you, Regina, is going to be 20.
Sure.
And that's its turn. It's going to go to this gentleman. He is going to do an intimidating strike on it this time. And he's going to try to smack it with his axe. It's going to miss. He just kind of like, there's just rock flying everywhere. He's kind of swinging wildly. He looks so confused, but like excited, and he's just kind of swinging everywhere. He's going to swing again at a -5. He's going to miss, and then he's going to put his shield back up, and it's back to Regina.
So is it out of its hole?
It's out of its hole, yep.
Fantastic. She just glares at it, and then swings her cane again and goes to bat its head off.
Okay. Make that attack roll.
30.
A 30 is going to hit.
Okay.
Nope, it's flat-footed because it's flanked. That's going to crit.
Excellent.
Now, you have your rune in your cane. Would you like to confirm this crit and have a random effect happen?
Oh, yeah.
Sure. Yeah.
Okay. Go ahead and roll the critical damage.
Okay. 52.
Holy
crap.
Holy Desna.
You bat its head clean off of its shoulders. You see the eyes go flying back towards this wall, and it just crashes into it. And then the summoned creature just kind of turns back into like energy and dissipates. And as your club finishes its swing, this like gust of wind flies out at it towards this gentleman and turns him into a snow flurry. You're gonna hear like as he's like this, he's what the hell? And then he starts kind of fluttering wildly around the arena. People are kind of cheering. They kind of pause for a little bit and like get quiet. He's a snow flurry, and then he's gonna just appear right back here. And people are gonna cheer wildly again. You're gonna hear Leastad say, "Well, that was a show. Both of you win. Congratulations!" And he's gonna clap along with everybody else.
Regina, the queen of pain.
All right, and we are out of initiative. Okay, so Leastad's gonna say, all right, I believe the obstacle course is just about ready. We're not gonna set it up in here. If everybody will please exit, we have it set up around the arena here. Please join me outside. And people are gonna kind of start dispersing and whatnot. Anything you guys want to do as they're preparing Sapisto to go to this obstacle course?
Yes, Regina asks her new friend to walk her over to her group, and then she just starts hobbling along again.
He'll take your arm. What did you do to me? It was incredible.
I'm sorry about that. Sometimes my cane has a mind of its own when I get a little too excited.
He's going to just be chatting with you in awe, asking about where you learned to fight and what you are and if you are actually a human. Okay.
You get to
And they call this
140. Things happen.
Reiklin will slip a lesser healing potion to Sapisto.
Does Sapisto accept?
What's
I believe that's your first one. He's saying he's now slipping.
All the others you have are minor. This one heals 2d8 plus 5.
Oh, okay. So I have one lesser and one minor.
Yeah, I bought these before our previous adventure.
Cool.
Darius is going to pat you on the back and say, best of luck to you, Sapisto.
Thank you. Thank you.
Meanwhile,
and if I die, best of luck to you on your duel.
Reiklin will escort Regina.
Reiklin will go take Regina's arm again.
Reiklin will take Regina over to the healers.
Okay.
I would like to find a fair maiden who looks like they want to give me a token.
Yep. Go ahead and roll a diplomacy, I suppose.
Let's see.
A little itty bitty gather information.
Can I do? Oops, hold on. Can I? Let's see. Where's my freaking? Here we go.
A 20. Yeah, you find like this like little gnome woman who's like kind of blushes as she sees you. And
hello, my lady, and I'll bow. Take her hand and kiss it.
She'll kind of giggle, and she has like some flowers that she was like getting her to throw out. This is for you. Is this offensive?
Not at all. The more, the merrier. And I'll stick them in my hair.
Good luck.
Thank you. And I will kiss her hand again, and I will prance off towards the obstacle course.
The gentleman who's going to be competing against you is this one here. And this here is Batten. He'll kind of see you as that little transaction goes down, and he'll like lean down and elbow you. Nice.
Thank you. Where is your token of love?
I don't have one yet. Just wait till I win.
Oh, all right. But just in case, I'll take one of my own like leaves and I'll say, "For luck," and I'll hand it to him.
You're a kind fellow. Best of luck.
And to you.
He'll take it and he's just gonna kind of shove it in a pocket.
Haha.
All
Now I
right.
know where you sleep.
He kind of looks confused.
Good luck.
All right, so we don't have a map for this one, so we're just going to use our imagination and our words. But as you guys are exiting out here, you can see they have now this like kind of elaborate setup around the perimeter of the arena here. So everybody's going to be kind of gathering around in a circle around it. And what you can see currently is you see a big area that looks like it's been kind of dug out into mud. There is a large wall that has little very narrow handholds. It looks like a climbing type wall. Across that, you can see that there is a little like moat of water that's been dug out. And then that's all you can kind of see on this side here. You hear some kind of swooshing sound coming from around the corner of the side that you're not on currently. But yeah, so Leasted's gonna come join the crowd kind of behind you guys, and he's going to announce in his loud voice, all right, this is the obstacle course. This one's pretty simple. The first one to make it all the way around is going to win. Also, you have to land a shot with an arrow to finish the course. So this is what you have to do. Run through this mud. You're going to go to that climbing wall. You're going to climb over it. After you get down the wall, you'll swim across that moat. No walking around it. You have to swim across it. Then you round the corner. We have a set of magical pendulums. They will hurt like hell, but they will not kill you. Most likely. We have healers on standby just in case. Run through those. Try to not get hit. Past the pendulums is a couple of horses. You'll ride those horses around to the other side of the arena, where you will find 2 targets, along with bows and crossbows. Use either a bow or a crossbow to hit the target. The first one to do so wins. You have any questions?
Is the crowd all around?
Yeah, the crowd is all around, kind of gathered around and watching.
I have one question,
Yes.
and then I'll turn to the crowd and I'll say, "Are you ready to rumble?" Really loud.
Okay, go ahead and roll a perform.
Okay. This will be with a -1 because I'm not using my magical loot. So whatever I roll.
Mm-hmm.
26.
26K. Yeah, people are just screaming. People are hyped. You guys hear Goldbloods being chanted kind of in the distance. Very little booing now anymore for you guys. Your opponent's just going to kind of smile and turn to you. I think you guys are the crowd favorites. You really have to come act with us sometime.
I thought they were saying baton.
You're very kind, but I have ears. He's kind of stretching and getting ready. All right. Contestants ready. On your mark. Get set. Go.
Okay.
What is your speed?
25.
Okay, 25. So are you taking off immediately?
I would first can you roll me a perception check on what looks like the easiest path through the mud?
Mm-hmm. Yeah, that was supposed to be secret, but there it is. So it looks like it's pretty thick, though there's maybe a couple pieces in the middle that you can maybe use to give yourself a little boost and get through a little bit quicker.
Okay. I am going to cast haste on myself first, and then I'm going to take off.
Okay. So he gets kind of a head start. You kind of start off on a walk as you're casting a spell, yeah?
And
And
I'll just start jogging up, and I'll cast haste.
Okay. So he's going to reach the mud pit just before you. You're quickly gaining on him as you casted your haste there. People are cheering as you cast your magic. So when he hits the mud, he's going to roll an athletics check here. He's struggling. He's struggling pretty good with this mud. Now, when you reach the mud, you can either roll me an acrobatics and try to leap to those spots, or you can roll me in athletics and try to trog through to them. It's about a 15-foot jump to the first one, so it's kind of far.
Okay. Well, might as well jump as far as you can get. So I will roll an acrobatics.
Mm-hmm. Okay. So you just kind of do a little bit of a hop in. You don't get very far with that. Now go ahead and roll me in athletics. And you're going to add a +4 to this.
32.
32. Okay. Yeah, you're just getting through that mud real quick. You're kind of so light that it's not really tying you down too much. You're able to hop on those little spots where it was clear, and you get out of the mud before him. So now you're running and you're approaching this climbing wall. What are you going to do here?
As I pass him, I'll be like, "It's the roots. Roots move through mud very fast."
He kind of just like nods like, oh, as he's struggling.
Okay, climbing wall.
Uh-huh.
So do I, with my haste spell, am I considered to have be moving extra fast, or I have extra movement, or how's that?
Yeah, I mean, if you're using your movement, your extra action for, I don't know, what does the haste spell do in this one? Let me take an extra look at that.
Haste. Hast. Magic empowers the target to act faster. It gains the quickened condition and can use the extra action each round only for strike and stride actions.
Okay, so yeah, you can use it to stride. So yes, theoretically, you're either attacking crazy fast or you're moving crazy fast.
A question for you on that. The strike portion of that, can that be used for a spell?
It cannot.
Okay.
It has to be a specific strike.
Okay, cool.
All right, what you doing for this wall?
Oh, I'm going to climb it.
Okay. So that's going to be another athletics check here, unless you have something else you would like to try to use to climb.
I guess, is a perception check going to be part of an action, or can I use it as I'm running up?
It would be, so you have a passive perception, and all you really notice is just narrow handholds. To study it and take a better perception would take an action, which would slow you down a little bit.
Yeah, nah. Okay, well, I'm going to, I'll just roll my athletics check to climb.
Okay. What's the total there?
14.
14, okay. So you start climbing up this wall, but it's going pretty slow at this point. So you're probably going to get about a third up the wall. And then this gentleman here is going to try to finish getting through the mud. He just barely gets out of the mud. He's struggling through that mud. He's tripping and falling. He's got mud all over his face. His team's kind of yelling at him, almost a little angry. Come on, move, Batten, move. And go ahead and you're climbing this wall. Gonna continue to try to do so.
Hey, Chase.
Yeah.
Is it okay if Reichland can spend some time observing these pendulums and notice a pattern with them?
For sure.
Okay.
Go ahead.
He's when Sapisto gets to the top of the wall, he wants to use message to whisper this pattern to give him a bonus.
Okay, nice. Yeah, go ahead and roll me a perception.
Me?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Sorry, I didn't want to steal from the excitement for...
Yeah, no, you're okay. You have that pattern down.
Ooh, yeah.
Oh, hello.
Yeah,
hello,
buddy.
33. Okay.
Okay. So that will give Sapisto a +4 when the time comes for those.
Perfect.
Okay, so with your athletics, you get to the very top of the wall, not quite over it. This gentleman is going to run up to this wall here, and you're going to see him leap up. And Reichland, with your perception here of checking that pattern, you'll notice he has some kind of charm hanging off his armor, and it's going to crumble into dust, and he is just going to fly up that wall. And he's
using
going
a talisman.
Yeah, he's going to climb up it way faster than you. He's going to leap over the wall and be ahead of you here, Sapisto. So now you are at the top of this wall. You can now hop over. What are you doing here?
Me?
He leapt off of it, and he landed kind of in a crouched pose. You're now at the top of the wall.
I'm going to cast slow on him
Okay.
and then jump off. And
what's what's your DC?
my DC is 21.
Okay. What is a success do for slow?
Let's see. I think success is slowed 1 for 1 round.
Okay. So hop up there, cast a spell, and then hop down.
Yeah. And then I'll keep running because I have 1 extra.
Oh,
action.
yeah. Okay, because you're hasted. All
Yeah.
right. So he gets up and he's kind of like sluggishly moving. He's like, "Oh, this the mud? What'd you do, little guy?"
It's it's the leaf. And then
You just-
I'll
you
just like
go
float,
taking off.
like sort of like float down, and then I'll hit the ground and keep running.
Do you have the
it's slowed
ability to
1 for 1
float?
round.
Yeah.
I don't take falling damage when I fall, so
So he's
I
kind of
just sort
glide
of-
down.
because I'm a stick. Yeah.
I just imagine you gliding down, just taking off so fast.
So yeah, at this point, Reiklin will cast
My
message
legs start moving like for running before I hit the ground.
and whisper, "Sapisto, this is Reiklin. I am whispering to you from afar. You can hear my voice. Do not be afraid. I have found a pattern in the
I
pendulums."
know how message works.
Make me a flat check, Sapisto.
A flat check. Okay.
Mhm.
Oh shit. Here we go.
And we've got a hero point to the group, which I'm going to assume is a floating hero point, which makes that 3. Okay, you don't answer the message. You're going to hear him back, Reiklin. "Hello, Riker." And Sapisto's
Oh,
just going to
no.
stop and look around.
Oh no. Oh no.
What were you saying?
Riziki?
Reseki.
Rizeki, yeah. Excuse me, does this trigger off of spells being cast upon our little friend?
Does what trigger? She's just kind of holding still. He's like, the slow's kind of starting to wear off and he's gaining on her.
Okay.
She's like
Rizeki?
looking around. "Where are you, Riker?"
Rizeki, I want you to get through this race as fast as you can. We will speak, and I will have some milk for you to drink.
"Right, I love milk." And she's going to start running the other way towards the guy.
No.
No, Rizeki, look around. See the pendulums.
Are those swinging things?
Yes, there's a pattern. The pattern is very set. If you get through them in such a way as to watch when they both swing out at the same time, that is when you dash.
So these pendulums are kind of these just blunt swinging sticks, but you can see they have glowing runes all over them. She's looking around for you. He's going to pass her, and then she's going to like turn. "Those look awfully dangerous, Riker."
They will be a little dangerous, but don't you worry. Just follow my instructions. You are very good at sneaking and at dashing, no?
Roll a diplomacy.
Diplomacy?
Uh-huh.
Okay. I'm untrained in it, so +2 for this. And that results in a 12.
And a 12.
Yes.
Would you like to use a hero point?
Yes.
Okay, re-roll it.
Okay. How about a 17?
17. She kind of looks, "I don't know, this looks very dangerous." "Okay." And Sapisto's gonna like start running on all fours. Looks super
Oh,
unnatural.
Lord. It's the scariest thing.
Oh man, and I've had to share to 4 groups, so I just got a handful of villain points.
Oh, snap.
Okay. So this guy's going to get to the pendulums first, and he's going to make a reflex save to try to move through these here. He makes it through like the halfway point and then stops and is kind of waiting to try to figure out when a good time to go is. Sapisto is going to stop right at the edge of these pendulums. "Okay, so if I do that pattern, then I do this," and he's going to dimension door through the pendulums, and then Sapisto, you come too.
Okay.
So it felt like you just blacked out, and now you hear pendulum swinging right behind you. You overshot him quite a bit. You're like past to the horses now.
Oh, what? I'm past the horses?
Uh-huh.
Wait, so I'm sorry.
So you dimension doored through the pendulums.
Oh my gosh.
The horses were past the pendulums a little bit, and you are now past the horses. The horses are between you and the pendulums.
How close am I to the... Okay. Well, I'm going to... Sacre bleu! And then I'm going to start running back to the horses. Oh, damn you, cat lady! But thank you at the same time!
Franklin is not going to risk another one of those.
So, so you're going to start running back towards the horses?
Yes.
Okay. So this gentleman's he's looking a little confused as he sees you just teleport past. He's going to like turn back. Can he do that? And the host is going to kind of shrug and nod. And then he's going to try to make his reflex save. So he tries to go through the pendulums and gets smacked and shunted out towards the side. And he's going to take a handful of damage.
That looks like more like 2 handfuls of damage.
Okay. So he takes 15 damage, gets shunted out towards the side. The host is going to yell, "All right, you have to restart. Go back. Go back to the start of the pendulums."
Oh, I thought the whole thing.
He kind of like gasps and stands up and starts kind of limping around. Sapisto, you reach the horses. What are you going to do?
Am I still hasted?
Yes,
it lasts a minute.
Uh-huh.
Okay. Which horse looks like the fastest horse? I mean,
so there is
strongest.
A black horse and a paint horse. What is your nature bonus?
A black horse and a what horse?
A black horse and a paint horse.
Paint horse. Oh, okay. My nature bonus is +8.
+8. Okay. So by looking at the two of them, it looks like the paint horse is maybe a little bit stronger. But the the paint horse seems to have a little bit more of a skittish temperament. It's looking a little bit nervous as you're approaching it.
The black horse looks... Wait.
2 more floating hero points going out.
Cool. So the black horse looks more skittish, you said? Or the paint one?
The paint one. Paint one looks stronger, but a bit more skittish.
Okay. I'm going to jump on the black horse. And then I'm going to cast haste on it. And I'll say, "Come, shadow horse, show me the meaning of haste."
Okay. Go ahead and roll me a nature.
And then I'm going to spur it.
Right. Okay, go ahead and roll nature.
27.
27. You cast the spell. The horse just seems to respond very well, and it just bolts off, going super fast. This gentleman's going to try the reflex save again through the pendulums. He's going to make it halfway, and he's going to try again, just going very quickly to see if he can get it. And he does. So he is through the pendulums. Okay, so you can see, rounding the corner with the horses, you can see the targets off in the distance. There's some crossbows and bows on some tree stumps up ahead. What are you doing?
Is my horse able to get there pretty quickly with the haste?
Yeah, if you just bolt it, then you're gonna just about reach the tree stumps here.
Okay, yeah, I'll go the path I need to that he said, and then I'll try to get there as fast as I can.
Okay.
And I have to ride him as like a full action. I can't do anything.
No, you can do something as well. It's an action to have the horse go. And then you can also have 2 actions left to do something as you're riding if you wish.
Great. Well, of course, I would like to start a bardic performance.
Okay.
For myself.
For yourself.
To inspire courage. Yeah.
And how does that performance go?
I will So it will be with a -1 because I'm going to use my I'm not going to pull out my I keep wanting to call it my magic weapon, my thing, the thing. I'm not going to pull it out. But I'm going to say dun, 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 while I'm riding the horse.
Beautiful. Okay, so you bolt towards the targets. You cast a inspire courage, yes?
Yeah, and then can I I'm going to do my my focus spell to my lingering composition, so I'll roll a perform check.
Yep, go ahead and do it. And then while you're doing that, your opponent is going to...
Oh no!
Uh-oh.
Oh no!
Would you like to hero point or accept your fate?
Hero.
Well, I feel like I'm going to get villain pointed if I spend my hero point. I just feel like that's coming.
I can't villain point your hero point.
Oh, really?
Uh-huh.
No, I think I'll just start it next round because it's just I can just start it again next round because if I fail, I don't lose the focus point.
Okay. So accepting the crit fail?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so with the crit fail, that kind of echoes in a weird way, and it's going to spook the horse, and it's going to throw you off.
Excellent.
Okay, go ahead and make me an acrobatics to see if you land on your feet. Okay, you do. You land on your feet just fine. Okay, so the horse is kind of just like bucking around and kind of spinning. You can see the crowd's been running, kind of following around you guys so they can get a good view. You're going to hear Leostead with his very loud, magically enhanced voice. You have to get there on the horse! Get back on!
I will get back on.
And so your opponent is going to go up to this paint horse who is getting very nervous. The echo kind of seemed to have spooked it as well. So he's going to try to calm it down with a nature check. He calms it down, and then he mounts up. What are you doing?
I am going to I'm going to try my performance check again.
Uh-huh.
I'll say, I'm sorry. I'm so sorry, horse. It goes more like this. It's the target.
Beautiful. Roll to perform.
There we go.
There
oh,
we
shit.
go.
Sorry. First one.
Uh-huh. Okay, yeah, the 33.
Yeah. Then I'm back on the horse, and then I'm going to go running forward.
Okay, yeah, the horse kind of settles down with your lovely, soothing finish to the song. So he's going to take off on his horse. You're going to take off on yours. You're going to get there first. So you are at the targets. There's 2 bows, 2 crossbows. The crossbows and the bows are not loaded. There's arrows and bolts next to them. What are you going to do?
Okay. I'm going to run up to a bow.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm going to cast magic weapon in my hand as I pick it up, so I turn it into a magic weapon.
Okay.
And then I'm going to fire at the target.
So at that round, you're going to dismount with your extra stride. You're going to pick up the bow, and you're going to cast magic weapon on it. You've got this. What does your magic weapon look like?
It just looks like as soon as I touch the wood of the bow, like there's like a flash of like gleaming light that goes through the bow, and it seems to like tighten and look a little like stronger.
Beautiful. Okay, so you get that bow lit up with your magic. He is just about to the targets as well, but he's still on his horse. Go ahead and take your shot. Now, are you trained in martial weapons or the bow?
I'm trained in I think I'm trained in the short bow as a bard.
It is a short bow.
Okay. Let me see. What is my little weapon proficiencies? I'm trained in simple bows, or simple. Martial, I'm untrained.
And any specificity of a bow?
I'd have to pull it up. Hang on.
I'm looking it up.
Rules check. Go ahead and roll your
Okay.
attack roll, and we'll calculate your bonus.
Trained in the
afterwards.
longsword, rapier, sap, short bow, short sword, and whip.
Short bow. There you go. Okay.
Sweet.
Make your attack with a +1 for it being magic weaponed.
And for my performance?
Inspiring
Yes. Oh,
performance.
yes. And another one for your performance. So +2.
Okay. So I think I have a...
It's your dexterity, I think.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
So
I
it's
think I have a +9.
yeah, it's going to be a 7 plus Dex +2.
Oh,
Because you're trained, which is a 7, then your dexterity, and then 2 for your bonuses.
okay. So this will be a +10 then. So hold on.
Nice. Okay. So you rolled a 17. You hit that target spot on. The magic arrow goes whistling, just hits it dead on target. People cheer. You hear people saying, Sapisto, Goldbloods. He
Yep,
kind of,
yep.
you can see him kind of curse to himself as he kind of stops the horse and hops down. He looks pretty angry, but he's going to walk up and hold a hand out for you to shake.
I will take his hand and I'll shake it.
Well played, well played.
Really though, I think you should have won.
Pretty sneaky with that teleport, but hey, if it's allowed, it's allowed.
I'll just kind of like,
All right. So people are cheering. They kind of collapse in. The little gnome girl is going to come running up to you amongst a crowd of other people kind of swimming around you, and she's going to kiss you on the cheek. You did so good. It was
Thank
because of my
you.
lucky charm, you know.
of course. And then I'll grab her and I'll spin around and dip her and I'll kiss her on the mouth.
She kind of like lets out a little squeak and blushes, and people are kind of cheering and stuff. All right. So we're going to fast forward here. Your host is going to say, all right, back into the arena, everybody. We're going to have the final duel. And people are going to shuffle in there. So they're going to get Zarias and prep him. Any preparations in switching out Zarias onto the arena floor?
Slipping Zarias a lesser healing potion.
Am I allowed to use my scroll of mage armor right now?
So by what Reiklin gathered earlier, you need to go in with absolutely 0 effects on you.
Okay.
But you can cast it on yourself while you're there.
So as soon as I enter the arena, it's valid?
As soon as the match begins.
Okay.
Regina asked, "Would you like my cane?"
Well, I appreciate it, but I'm better with my fists and my magic.
The other guy that was with Regina is going to say, I don't know, I think that's a pretty special cane. You
It
might
was
want to
pretty great.
reconsider.
I like it.
I think
I'm
you're
just not
muted,
good with
Tane.
it.
I
All right.
like my cane.
Also, Regina, you got healed up by the healer earlier.
Oh, awesome.
She patched you up real good. All right, so Zarias is going to be brought down to the floor here. And the woman that was with the rest of them, Balea, is going to be on the other side. She looks pretty intense. She kind of gets on the other side, is kind of pacing back and forth, glaring at you. May the best of us win.
I bow, and then would this be legal? I want to cast dancing lights, just kind of in a fancy display.
Yeah, just like kind of like a little flourish.
Uh-huh.
You're going to need that magic to save you.
I settle into a pose and say, bring it.
She kind of chuckles. All right, let me get her stat block pulled up. And in the meantime, let's go ahead and so Leasted's gonna get up here. This is the highlight of the evening. Everybody loves to see a good duel. We've got Zarias with his magic versus last year's champion. Everybody kind of cheers. You hear a mixture of cheers and boos, a mixture of cheers for Zarias and cheers for her.
He's
Let's
going
go
to raise his hands and be like, Goldbloods, Goldbloods.
go ahead and roll either a perform or a diplomacy.
All right. Let's see. That's going to be a 16 total.
Reichland takes up the chant and aids.
Okay, go ahead and roll that.
Diplomacy? Or no, performance?
Either one.
Okay.
Regina will do the same.
Diplomacy's better, so I'm going to use that one. And this does have an additional +2 because I'm untrained in it, and a +4 because I'm aiding somebody. So +6 to that. So 28 for the aid.
You got a nat 20.
I got a nat 20.
Oh, I'm sorry.
Yeah.
Which is, pretty good.
So 32. 32.
I got a 23.
A 23. Yeah, you guys start this chant up and it just picks up, and pretty soon Zarias' support is drowning out her support. And with that, we're going to... Oh, yeah, go ahead.
Well, can Sapista also help, or is it limited to how many?
No, go
people
for
can
it.
help? Let's do it.
Sapisto blows the entire audience away.
Not too bad. 21.
Rolls a 7, gets a 21.
Okay. Yep, crowd is going wild. You guys just start like a big sport. People are kind of like patting you on the back and cheering. The other team is near you and they're not cheering along, but they kind of are smiling and nodding at your guys' enthusiasm.
Okay. Okay. Yep. I have a question, but I'll ask it later.
Okay. Let's go ahead and roll initiative, Zarias.
Okay, perception based.
Yep.
24.
Okay. And I got... Okay, I got a 21, so Zarias is going to go first. So Leostead says, contestants ready! Battle!
Okay. I'm going to start off by casting Mage Armor, followed by Shield.
Okay.
I'm
So
gonna use my scroll to use the Mage Armor.
So what does your magic look like here as you're putting your mage armor up?
Okay, so I do kind of a quick kata that ends with my arms crossed in an X, and I start to kind of shimmer as an armor of sheer force appears around me, and then I bring my hands up elegantly into this pose, and a solid wall of power appears in front of it.
Okay. Awesome. Oh, by the way, I should mention, she's dressed in chainmail with a very large axe.
Okay.
And she's got some tattoos kind of glowing on her face here.
Sure.
That as soon as the fight starts, they begin to glow. Okay. So you've got a shield up, you've got armor around you. It is now her turn. She is going to cast a spell on herself. And then she is going to move back over here. These pillars are still about 5 feet up. She's going to move back over here.
Okay.
And it
Can
is
I
to
see
you.
her from this point?
So you can see where she went. You can maybe see like a shoulder peeking out, but she's got pretty good cover against you right now.
Gotcha.
Can I try and read what spell she cast?
You can.
Is that an arcane check? Arcana?
Yes, it is.
Arcana
Oh
is...
man, look at you helping out with the 20 again.
Oh, wow. Getting all the crits.
So her tattoos stop glowing, you noticed, and she has the effects of haste on her now.
Okay. Message to Zarias. Just up. She's got haste on her.
Thank you.
Okay. Yep, Zarias' turn.
All right. I'm going to move 5, 15, 20. I think I can see her from here. Is it here I need to be to see her? Yeah.
Depends. Like line of sight, you had line of sight on her where you were at, but
okay.
Over there she would not have cover any longer.
Okay, I think what I want to do, I was here-ish, right?
Yeah, you were right there, I believe.
There.
Mhm.
Okay. 5, 10, 15, 20. I want to move up here. I think that would also work for taking her cover, wouldn't it?
Yeah.
Okay. And then I'm going to drop a fireball on her.
Okay. Go ahead and roll. Now, is Fireball a save or is it an attack roll?
Basic reflex save.
Basic reflex save. Okay. She's going to make that reflex save. Okay. What's your DC?
21.
Okay, that's a fail. So she's just taking full damage here.
Is she gonna
23 fire damage.
take a point to re-roll that?
Yeah, that's a good point. She will.
Sorry.
Yeah, that's okay.
You got 4 of them.
The karma will come back to you, sir.
How could you?
Now, can he hero point that?
Okay, so that'll be half damage now. And yeah, I mean, he can hero point it if he wants to.
Do you want to hero point it?
What would hero pointing it do for me?
I would
They'll have to
re-roll it
re-roll.
again.
Well, I got him. I'll use it this time. Sure.
Okay. We're going to have a hero point off. Okay. Currently, success is the best one. Currently, success is still the best one, unless you would like me to re-roll again.
Nope.
Okay.
Do it.
Too early to use all my hero points.
We have floating.
Oh, we do have floating.
Do it.
Well, the floating has been gifted us by some individuals who may actually want to give it to the DM. So
I've got 3 out there.
okay.
Yep, we have 3 for the heroes so far that have been put out. Re-rolling?
Sure.
Okay. Re-rolling. Still
Same roll.
currently at a success.
Not worth it to continue.
Okay. All right. So you did a fireball. What was half damage?
I rolled 23 damage.
So 11.
Mhm.
So you do this blast of fire. She kind of gets behind the pillar a little bit, but like the blast of flame still kind of scorches her. She kind of pats it off of her clothes. And it is going to be her turn. She's going to look at the fire and she's going to scream. And then you're going to see her just charge at you very quickly with her axe here. So she's going to rage and then sudden charge.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. That is going to be a 27 to hit you.
That would hit.
Okay. So that damage.
I'm going to raise... No, I'm not going to raise my shield just yet.
Okay. Okay, that's going to be 11 damage. And then she's going to attack you again with her haste action. And she's going to miss. Okay, it's your turn.
Okay. Let's see. So she's standing right in my face. I think I'm going to spend a focus point and Dragon Strike. So this is going to be my key strike. Ooh. And because I've got my striking rune now, this is going to be 3d6.
Okay. Roll that attack roll.
Looks like I got a 13 on the attack roll. That seems low.
Is your formula correct there?
I don't think that's right.
No, your bonus can't be a +3.
Yeah.
So let's see. You use Dex or Strength?
Dex, because I'm a finesse weapon.
Okay, are you trained in unarmed? Or
I should
expert?
be, yeah.
Okay, so that means you should be a 7 plus Dex.
So that would be 10.
And +1 because you're using your hand wraps.
Right. So 11 plus the roll.
Which is 9. So that's a 20.
20.
Okay, and a 20 is going to miss.
Okay.
She just kind of steps out of the way of your punch.
All right. That was one action then.
Okay.
Doing a nerd reroll.
I love how we call it the hero point a nerd reroll from my old games.
Reiklin whispers to you, "Just get within 30 feet of me. I can take one of the damages for you. Not all of it, but some of it."
All right. I'll see what I can do. I'm going to cast Shocking Grasp, though.
Okay. And that will have a -5 to the attack there.
Okay, 15 then it looks like.
Okay, so 15 will miss.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so your hands pulse with energy and you try to get her, but she's very quick in the haste spell. She kind of just gets out of the way of it. And it is now her turn. So she is going to power attack here. Okay, that is going to be a 22.
that matches.
Okay. So that is going to be rolling so low. That's going to be 19 damage as she hits you with her axe there. And then she is going to attack again. Which is going to be... That's going to miss. And then she's going to
give myself minus 193.
It's quite a bit of minus. She's going to attack again with her haste. Now, haste doesn't specify you get a full attack anymore, right, Alex? Since you just took a peek at that spell.
Yeah.
It just gives you an extra action.
One extra strike or stride.
Okay, cool. So she's swinging wildly. She gets you really good with one, like right across the chest, and then she tries to cleave it down on you and then uppercut, but you're able to dodge those two. And it's to you.
Okay. I'm going to move 1, 2, 3, 4. Like
she's going to use a reaction, and she is going to follow you.
Okay. So that should be within 30 of Reiklin, I believe.
Let's get our handy dandy tool. Yep.
And then I think I can cast Mirror Image.
Okay. So you move over there, you cast Mirror Image. There's now 4 of you.
Mm-hmm.
Is that your turn?
Yep, think so.
Okay. Reiklin, are you doing something? Can go to you in initiative here if you have something you're trying to do.
No, mine's just a reaction spell.
Oh, okay. Very neat. Okay, so she is going to try to power attack you. So we're going to see if she hits. Which that is probably a miss. That's 19.
Yeah, that misses.
So we're going to villain point it. That will hit, but now I'm going to see if it hits an image. So a 1 will hit you for a mirror image always. That's a 2. So she power attacks into one of your images and cuts it down. So there's now 3 of you left. So now she is going to swing again. That is going to be 19 again. So I'm going to re-roll with a villain point.
Is this your last one?
1 left. That's a 20. Does a 20 hit?
Nope.
Okay. Actually, that's a 22 because of the +2.
22 would do it.
Okay. So we're going to roll for the image here. So this is going to be a D6 now. So it's a D3. So 1, 2, and 3 is 1, 2, and 3. 4 is 1. 5 is 2. 6 is 3. A 1 will hit you. Okay. So that one will actually hit you here. 10 damage.
Good thing.
Anything?
Does Reiklin do anything?
Reiklin takes 9 of it.
Okay. What are you using?
It's called Protector's Sacrifice. It's a focus, and it's just a somatic. So he just makes a quick motion to himself. A slight small green light emanates on his own chest in the same kind of slash that is delivered to him.
Okay. Now that was a focus point?
That was a focus point, so that's it.
So this ability is usually very draining for you. You can feel the energy kind of sap away when you use this. But you feel like this extra well of energy from somewhere, and it does not actually use your focus point.
Wow.
Okay. It's your turn, Rise. Oh, wait. She's got one more attack. She's going to attack at a -10. That's going to miss. Okay. And I'm not going to villain point that one. Your turn.
She is Breakfast Brew to the rescue.
Can I, because I'm still leading a cheer, can I start a bardic performance and do Inspire Courage?
Yeah, we can say you're doing that for sure.
Cool.
I just stand here and raise my hand, and shurikens of pure light shoot out of my hand into her.
Okay.
These are my magic missiles.
Okay. What level are you doing here?
I'm doing a level 3 version of this.
A level 3. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Okay. It's heightened +2, right, for magic missile?
Right.
Okay. Very cool. All right. So that is 20 damage. So what do your missiles look like? Did you say?
Shurikens of pure light.
Nice.
Don't forget 3 extra.
So they just go flinging out in a barrage. They hit her dead in the chest. She kind of oofs back. And that's your turn?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. I guess actually, like, there's a whole barrage of them because you've got 3 of them casting them, so that's just a ton.
Yeah, there's 6 missiles of these shurikens that hit her.
Okay, she is going to power attack. And she's going to hit. Now she is going to see if she gets an image. You still have 3 here.
Mm-hmm.
So it's going to hit you.
Oof.
And that is going to be 22 damage, unless Reiklin can do something about it here.
Well, if Reiklin has another focus point, he takes 9 of that again.
Okay. So you take 13?
Okay, that's enough to keep me up. Thank you, Reiklin.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. She's going to swing at you again.
I can't get my thing to pop up. There we go. Minus 13.
Yeah, 13.
Okay.
So that's going to be 8 plus. So that is a 22 to hit you.
Yep.
Okay. See if it gets an image. That gets one of your images.
Good.
And then she's going to swing again at a minus 10. That's going to miss. It's to you.
All right.
You have some potions.
Yep. I'm going to back off and take a potion, I think.
Okay.
Well, I've got my potions in my bandolier. So if I took a potion, I could then attack with a spell.
Yeah, so a potion is 1 action if it's on your bandolier.
Okay, let's do that. So I'm going to drink a potion. I think I've got lesser healing.
I gave you 1 lesser before the match. And then I think you have a few. I think you have also a few minor.
Minor, yeah.
The minors are just 1d8, and the lesser is 2d8 plus 5.
Where did that roll go? Oh, I heal for 5. That doesn't make sense.
No, it does not. Try just rolling the normal dice there.
Oh, that's what I did. I said rolling D2, D8 plus 5.
Oh, yeah, okay. Gotcha. Go ahead and re-roll it. I was like, man, that was an impressively bad roll. Okay, there we go. So that's 7, 8, so 13.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so you drink a potion.
Yep, and then I'm going to raise my hand and bring it striking down, and lightning is going to fall from the sky and strike her.
Okay, doing a lightning bolt.
I guess technically it comes out in like a straight line for me, though.
Yeah, that's fine, though. I get what you're saying. You can do that for flavor. Okay, so she makes a reflex save, yes?
Yes, a basic reflex save, I think.
Okay. Okay, and what's your DC?
21.
Okay, that's a fail. So I'm going to use the last villain point.
Use a hero point, Dalton.
Okay, that is a 21 on the money.
Okay, hero point.
Okay.
I grant Dalton a hero point.
Okay, so that was your last hero point that you had there. That still succeed. Are you doing the one Tane's giving you?
I can give you another.
We dumping the hero points here?
I have 3 hero points that I can give.
Okay, let's do another.
Okay. Okay, that one will fail. So she will take full damage there, which is 37.
Yep.
Did you include 1 from performance?
Oh my goodness, wait a minute. You have +1 from that?
Mm-hmm.
That is on the money.
Excellent.
If we have 38. Okay, so
Oh yeah.
that zaps her down. Bolt kind of hits her straight on. She kind of staggers and she looks like she's bringing up her axe to swing at you again. You hear Sapistos chanting in the background, and like one little crack of electricity zaps her from the ground and she falls over.
This might be a little late, but Emily just said that she awarded a villain point.
Oh, did she not? I missed it. So that's okay. All right. So she drops. The cheer kind of just erupts in a cheer.
I'm going to strike kind of a crane pose and have the dancing lights form around me in the form of cranes as well.
Very good. All right, yeah, people are cheering. They're cheering Goldbloods, Goldbloods. And yeah, the announcer up here announces, all right, I think we have a victor all around for the Goldbloods. Everybody will please take an intermission. We will have the other two teams compete against each other. Please watch those. At the end of the festivities, we will announce a winner for the set of armor. Okay. So the healers come over. They heal her up. All the people up here in the stands are shaking your hands, wishing you congratulations. You wiped the floor with us, but it was a good match. Fun all around.
Indeed. Ye are excellent combatants.
She'll stand up. She looks less vicious now. Her face kind of softens up, and she'll shake your hand. It was a good fight.
I'll warmly shake it back. That's the best battle I've had in a while.
Likewise. All right. So you guys go through the festivities. Is there anything else you guys want to do while the other games are going on?
Reichland would like to learn a little bit, I guess, gather information, if you will, about the history of these games.
Learn about the history of them, for sure. Go ahead.
This festival. If he can learn it from Lee Stead himself, if he has a moment, he'd prefer that, but he doesn't have to. Yeah,
no, Lee Stead will talk to you about it. He'll mention that these kind of started as a booster for the town when Magnamar was still kind of small. It had a popular entertainment business. That's kind of where it got its growth from. This was something where they would pull in more celebrities to get them into their town, get more crowds from outside, and that's just kind of been a tradition ever since. Once it got big enough, instead of giving money to the people, they started having the celebrities give to charities and good causes.
Okay.
And that's pretty much it.
I presume I get healed up.
Yeah, the healer will heal you up as well after he tends to her.
Nobody heals Reichland because Reichland is secretly bleeding inside.
And nobody notices.
I want to roll a perception for that.
Uh-huh. Go for it. You don't notice.
I'm going to hero point that.
No, don't worry about it. Reichland quietly walks over into a corner and then he heals himself.
I come over to Reichland and I say, I know what you did, and I'm incredibly grateful. Thank you so much.
No worries, eh? Just don't mention to the others, because who knows, if they... I'm getting your accent now. Don't mention it to any of the others, though, because it was mostly your fight. Besides, that breakfast brew, I think it has something special in it. I was able to take a lot more damage than I usually can.
Well, thank you again.
Aye. Well done.
I tell the Iraseni that I'll buy them a round of ale.
I also say, and your secret is safe with me. And I do a zip mission across my jaw and then throw away the key.
Across your big lizard mouth.
Exactly.
What's that expression supposed to mean there? What'd you just do? You just rip your lips off? Where does this come from?
I swallowed my lips shut.
That's right. I don't have lips to give away your secret anymore.
All right. That's such a weird custom. Where did it come from?
Lizard folk tradition.
Of course, the lizard folk. Okay.
Very good. So you're buying a round for them. That is a gold piece.
Okay.
Okay with you? Very good.
Yep.
Reichland will also buy another round for them. So another gold piece.
Okay.
That's one thing Goldbloods know how to do well, is to celebrate after a victory.
The people are very friendly with you. They're very buddy afterwards. Now, after the other contests go on, they're not nearly as exciting as your guys' matches were. They weren't near as competent in combat or anything as you or the other team was. So you guys in the end up winning the +1 armor. So it is crafted for whatever type of armor you want. That is your reward for this. And with that, now as you guys are walking by, in case you wanted any more, the breakfast brew is sold out.
Bummer.
So let's go over loot really quick, shall we?
Yes.
All right.
Wow. The festivities were not interrupted by some would-be
I
alter
feel like
ego.
we were the interruption.
Yeah.
Now, you guys scouted, so you knew it was safe. Now, there was one very big danger in this, which is if you guys tried to gamble on yourselves, there was a underground that would have made sure you guys got paired up against an impossible opponent. So, good on you guys for not giving into the temptations of gambling on yourselves.
Interesting, because Reichland was actually considering placing a bet.
If you would have a small bet, it would have been fine if you would have tried to like exploit the system. I had that ready for you.
Yeah.
All right, so you guys each got paid 100 gold each with a 5 gold tip. So that means that for the job, you guys got 420 gold. You guys, so that goes straight to your pockets, right? You guys have that to spend as you choose. Now
We did have a tab of 20.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, so you guys had a tab of 20. That brings your gold down to 400. Now, Zarias earned 4 gold. Sapisto earned 5 gold, so that puts you to 405. The total tips you guys gathered from things being thrown out on the floor there was 5 gold. That puts you up to 410. You guys won all 4 of your challenges here. Each one is 40 gold pieces each directly to donation. You guys can't keep that, so that's 160 gold gets donated to your guild. How many brews were undrinking there? How many breakfast brews?
Reichland had 1.5 brews. Well, let's say that he finished one because he doesn't like a good drink to go to waste. So he has 1 stein remaining.
Okay. I think Sapisto has another, is that right?
Well, he finished one in the stall, and then he bought another that I believe he finished.
He was eagerly drinking the second one.
Yeah.
He's like a regular Goldblood.
Yeah.
Good. Okay, and what about you, Zarias? Did you have any left?
No, I only bought the one and I drank it all.
And same with Regina, right?
Yep.
Good. All right, so you guys have one of those left. Now, what it does, if you drink it, the first time you spend focus for the day, it will not spend the focus point.
Cool.
Okay, so you have one of those, and then what do you guys want the +1 armor crafted into? Or do you just want to donate it?
How much would it be worth?
A +1 armor is worth 160 gold.
That's all? Wow. I think that we
Now,
probably
can that armor be like traveler's clothes? I have traveler's clothes that could have potency runes put on them. Is that how that works?
Yeah, it could be explorer's clothing with a +1 if you wished.
But this is also a good moment where somebody could upgrade their armor to the next class up as well.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Let's see. We probably need to make a decision on this now, though, right?
Yes, this one will need to decide to be donated or kept. Now, this armor will have very nice aesthetic. It won't do anything in game, but it will look very nice according to how you want it to look. It'll be a custom piece of armor.
All right. Reichland is going to try and talk Regina into upgrading her dress. He says that he has some ideas as to how it can be embellished for her taste.
As long as it's sexy. And pink.
He nods affirmatively and says that he will speak with the fellow which he made friends with earlier that day, and will make certain that certain amenities are applied.
Yeah, the fellow will be there discussing it with you. I can make it just like that. Don't you worry.
And a 10-foot train, right?
That seems unideal in combat, but if that's what you desire.
All right, so right now she is sporting a hide medium armor, right?
Mm-hmm.
Yes.
Yeah. So if we went to, say, a breastplate, that would give you an additional +1 just for the armor type itself. A dexterity cap of +1. What is your dexterity cap right now? What is your dexterity bonus?
My dex bonus is 2.
2. Okay. But your strength is likely 16 or higher, right?
Yeah.
Okay, which means that you actually would not suffer from that dex cap anyway.
Cool.
Or the -2 check penalty or the speed penalty. So seems ideal.
Sounds good.
Unless we wanted to go up to heavy armor, but I don't know what the GM's thoughts are on that, because that raises the price significantly.
So a +1 armor sells for 160 regardless.
Okay.
So it can be heavy if you wish.
Okay. Let's see. What is your strength? 18?
My strength is 19.
19. Okay, so you could wear any of these armors and not suffer any of the penalties. Well, here's the deal. The heavy armor, you suffer a -10 penalty under normal circumstances, but if you have enough strength to bear it, you subtract 5 of that penalty. So you still would have a -5 penalty if you went to any of the heavy armors.
Correct me if I'm wrong, but I don't believe barbarians are trained in heavy
She's
armor.
not.
Oh, you're right. You're right. So the breastplate is probably the best type to go for.
Then let's do that.
Okay. All right. I'll design a drawing for your character.
Lovely. So we're getting a breastplate dress for Regina with that with those winnings. Lovely. Okay, so along with these rewards here, you guys also were incredibly diplomatic. You were sportsmanlike. Sapisto was hyping the crowd. Zarias was hyping the crowd. Regina shocked everybody out of their pants. So you guys got a little additional bonus, which is you guys gained a bunch of guild sponsors at this event from your charisma. So whenever you guys get extra gold from stream like support, you will get a little bit extra gold per like.
Awesome.
Which is now a new passive bonus that you gained from that. All right, everybody. I think that we're going to go ahead and wrap it up there. There's no other sign of Rzeki for today. Callum congratulates you. Leastead congratulates you. The other team gets drunk off of your rounds and many others that they buy for themselves. And it's a party. All right, guys. Anything else you want before we wrap up?
Yeah.
Oh,
Very
a lot of
good.
fun.
I want their numbers.
Yes. All right. Good job, Goldbloods. Thank you, everybody, for watching. Thank you for the support. Thank you for the likes. Thank you for the shares. It is a blast as always. Make sure if you're not following the page, you follow the page. Not only does it support us very much, but it also will notify you when you go live. You'll be able to see when we put up the edited YouTube videos and eventually, hopefully soon, podcasts. We'll see how that goes. And if you guys want to see the streams keep going, and if you want to support it, remember, I do have a Patreon. That is patreon.com/wholesomedadgamer. There's some fun perks attached to that, including me running a session for the Patreons once a month. So if that interests you, check it out. And thank you, everybody. Have a good night. We'll see you next week with the League of the Hunt.
Thanks, everybody.
Thanks.
Good night,
Good night.
everybody.
Thanks, everybody.